Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Dragonlance. Not exactly. Behind the Gustav, the untold story of Gustav Gustafsson Hartmann. Yes. You may not know any of the players here today. You would think, oh, well, we're expecting, Zach and all those guys. That's not what's happening. None of them are here. Instead, we're greeted with the heaviest of heavy glam rock. Not exactly heavy, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Why don't we go around the table and say hello and who we are and where you can find you and all that sort of stuff. This hair is a nightmare. Oh my god, I'm so used to being bald. Can I be the bald drummer? Get out of here. I can't.
Let's start a tally for every time that we complain about our
piece
hair.
of our costumes.
Yeah, that's that was instant. All right, let's start with Swan, aka Dreaded GM. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your character today.
Oh, how are we all? I'm very excited for the one shot. I missed out on the last prequel one shot thing that we did, so I'm very excited to be here and to play Swan. If you want to know who I am known as Dreaded GM around these parts, and I run games online for you to watch. Well, I'm running one tomorrow night, which is really cool. Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express. But if you want to see what I can do, you can head over to my Twitch channel, or you can find me on YouTube or wherever I spring up. I want to just show you my fantastic 100% unique hairstyle that I'm wearing right now. So if you like it, throw hearts in chat. Oh, I'm also playing Swan, who is a awesome saxophone player, and for the people that are cool, you'll get the reference.
That's the wrong. You said Swan. I loaded up your token, but then it's instantly the wrong one. But then I fixed it, so now it's good. And there we go. Pro move.
Fix it in post.
Exactly. What post? What are you talking about? Well, he spoke. It's not interview with a vampire costume. Looking dope and dapper. We've got Pelican, aka Rob.
Rock on. I'm Pelican. There's no Rob here. Pelican's taking over. The guy you once knew as Rob is Robert Hartley GM and is a full-time Dungeon Master, TTRPG player, and professional nerd. You can find him all over the internet at Robert Hartley GM. He does Dungeons and Dragons shit for a living. But not me. I ain't a nerd like that. I'm a fucking rock star. I'm Pelican. I'm a keyboardist, pianist, and a half ogre.
A what? Sorry, what's that one you said there?
I'm a pianist.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm the biggest fucking pianist you've ever seen. I'm an 8-foot pianist.
Excellent.
And I carry around my upright piano on my back and use it as a weapon if I get into bar fights.
Good.
Rock on,
brother. We're gonna full on Hulk Hogan by the end of this. And below you, beneath you, right there. I guess I don't know what to call you. It's Blue Jay, but who are you really?
Hello, I am AJ Richards.
Okay.
I don't think I could go as hard as Rob is going right now.
A hard pianist. Who is also a barbarian who is a raging pianist. Okay, that's right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Raging 8-foot pianist.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Hello, I am a Dungeons and Dragons player and professional DM, and today I'm playing Blue Jay. Blue Jay is Harangon and an electric lutist of the band. And I'm going to reveal more about her later, because that's more fun to me.
Okay, perfect. Let me make sure that the minis made it in. But, this is not the story of Swan. Well, it is, kind of, and Blue Jay and so on. But it really is the story of the one, the only, Goose. This is Behind the Goose. Goose, who are you? Where can we find you? Tell us about yourself.
Goose today is played, as he sometimes is, by Zach Speaks Giant. You can find him on the internet in various places. If you type Zach Speaks Giant into your internet machine, it will show you those places. In fact, it's kind of like a secret code in many ways. I am this close to 50,000 YouTube subscribers. If you head over there and subscribe to YouTube, I'd really appreciate it. They give you a coal play button if you hit 50K. So really looking out
Which
for that.
these days, with the price of coal,
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
pretty good,
good.
actually.
Better than silver.
And yeah, I'm playing Goose, and I cannot wait to see this layout. Rack is fucking extraordinary. This is so good.
Yes, it took a lot of time to do it. It just, it's very professional stream today. Absolutely bang on professional.
I'm gonna go through my like 30 sets of dice and find out my most glam rockiest dice.
My glam rock. I only have one set of
Goose
dice.
is the front man for Corinne Sin, and I'm also in the throes of sickness myself. So this is gonna be great. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Get down with the sickness.
Yay.
In many ways.
Let's see how many like titles and albums and all that we can work into dialogue.
Oh God, I'm not gonna be good at that.
Down with the sickness.
Robert does not know shit about songs and music.
All right, today. Oh, me. I'm sorry. I'm Rackham. I'm forgetting. I'm not the dungeon master. I'm simply the maestro, as I'll be guiding this team of lovely players through. I know it's brutal.
I thought you were going to say Master of Puppets. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Is that the intro to Master of Puppets? I think so. In any case,
know what Master of Puppets is.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it.
Pelican.
Unknown band. Don't worry about it. With this, we're gonna jump into the intro, the trailer, like we normally do, and then we'll come back, and then we're gonna kick ass, and then it's gonna be a good time, and it's gonna be good. We'll be right back.
Believe
A
you.
glam rock version of it.
You believe? I love that you believe me. Yes, I hope so. All right, we'll be right back.
It has been 300 years since the gods punished the world of Kryn. They shifted continents, sundered nations, consumed empires. 300 years since the gods departed, ushering in the time of darkness. Yet nothing is eternal. The world begins to heal. Fragile nations rebuild, tentative alliances reforge. But in the shadows to the east, the drums of war sound. Will darkness consume the land, or will heroes stand in its way? Welcome to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen.
Here we go. Today's adventure finally begins. Mic check. We'll just pick up, and then I'll cut it here. Perfect.
Okay.
On this most fateful day, the Battle of the Bands is on. Goose, your band Crimson, has been preparing for this time for at least like 3 days. At least.
Yeah.
You know that many bands have come across to Vogler. They have come from as far as Kalaman and made it over for this festival. It's a big deal. The winner is slated to win a purse of 100 steel coins, and more importantly, meet and have dinner at the Gerber Mansion, where they will meet with Lord Gerber, who has been touted as a patron of the arts. You've also heard stories that the previous bands who have won in previous years have been made to shill products and marketing videos or marketing, opening stores and crappy products like Blue Bull and Purple Bulls and other kinds of drinks that nobody really should be drinking. Still, on this day, you awaken. Well, we start with you sleeping or trying to sleep with a foot directly in your face. You're no longer at home, Goose. You're staying with Finch in an apartment that's barely big enough for one person, let alone three. As on this bed, we see Finch's foot squarely in your face, and you lying down on this most fateful day, and it's already 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. Oh, we got a few more hours. Turns over.
What
shit! It's the day of the battle of the bands. Battle of the bands. It's battle of the bands. Finch.
Mom, leave me alone.
Push her out of bed.
She falls out of bed.
Head to toe in.
Oh, your breath smells like a goblin's ass, dude.
Well, your feet stink like a goblin's feet, which is horrifying. So, where's the rest of the lads? We need to get them. We need to get all of us in the same place so that we can play music. That's how we do it.
You see, in
We
this
all get
tiny
the same
apartment,
place.
somehow always looking clean, always smelling great, and on and off sort of situation with Finch. Blue Jay, can you describe yourself and what it is you're doing this morning in the corner of the apartment?
Sure. I think I think that Blue Jay is wearing like a silken robe right now, and it is holding like a teacup and saucer, just swirling it with a spoon as she watches the mess of those two unfold. Blue Jay is a Harangon, so she is a bunny, but she is a Vienna blue bunny, so she's got kind of like navy blue, dark gray fur. And very like soft brown eyes, and she just gives like a once over to Finch. Unbelievable. So
That's
better love the bands today. What are we planning to do?
I mean, unbelievable is a good start. That's the kind of vibe we want the audience to be like, whoa, unbelievable. So nailing it so far, I think. Oh, I just tasted dinner from last night. Or the night before. Anyway, we gotta get everyone. Gotta get the whole band together. And then
So
we get them all in the same vicinity, and then we play.
they
we
most
do it.
likely are where you guys rehearse, which is, where exactly do you rehearse? You've been kicked out of the farm, where you rather more accurately left. Juniper does not let you practice in the barn of the farm, and you don't necessarily want to go back home. Where's a spot that you and your band go and practice your songs to be, undetected and other things?
We
Sorry, I've lost sound. I can't hear you guys for some reason.
Oh no.
Oh, technical goblins today, galore.
Galore. Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. We'll give AJ a chance
Um,
to fix her internet. Or her sound.
So I think Goose has he's picked up some shifts mucking out stables. He doesn't actually really ever do his job properly, but at least there's like an open space for them to practice in.
Perfect. And on that morning, most pressingly, your stomach is grumbling. You're not sure if you eat anything, it's going to go well or not. But Finch will finish getting ready, and you know that even though today's the Battle of the Bands, it's also the day that you, Kryn Sin, have been planning that little visit to Gerber Mansion to do a little something as it lines up. As you collect your things, mostly your jacket and the hair products that you put in.
Put on my makeup, eyeshadow, more sparkly.
Finch is, come on, you take longer than anybody else I know to get ready.
It's important for the look, for the branding of the. It's just let me, okay?
Yeah, fine, but just...
I got up 3 hours early to get ready.
You see, that's a professional. That's a professional. This is why. You know what I'm saying?
It's it's not rock and roll to get up early, all right? It's you gotta, just be just in time. Late even is preferable.
Speak for yourself.
I tend to.
With that, as you collect your things, we pan to the band arriving at the stables nearby. It smells like manure. There are still horses to some extent. This is the best place that you found. And you find your two other bandmates there, both of which looking a little bit in a tizzy as, well, first is Pelican, Pelican. Rob, tell us about yourself. You're muted.
You're muted.
So he's just making
so
faces.
Pelican, he's got to just warm up his mouth before he talks, because sometimes his tusks get in the way. First thing you notice about Pelican is the fact that he's big and tall, and big and muscular, and he's got tusks, and he's a big fella. Did I mention he's tall too? He's a big guy. He's probably not human, given that he's over 8 feet tall, and built like 7 guys at once. He's, some would say, half ogre, some would say ogrelin, some would say, holy shit, look at the size of that fucker. He's one of those. He's a big guy, but dainty little fingers for playing the piano. It's built like a shithouse, and on the back of the piano is a couple of straps that have been added to it after the fact, so that he can put his hands through it like a backpack and pick up the upright piano and just walk around with it on his back, for whenever he needs to go anywhere. So that's how he does.
And beside you, now I'll add a little detail. Your piano there is not there on this day. And
Oh, goddamn.
Swan, tell us, what do you look like? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, so Swan wears a full suit and blackout sunnies. And these sunnies, you might think are Ray-Bans, but actually, what I think the fantasy equivalent of Ray-Bans are, they're sleigh bands. So they look awesome. You can see that Swan has a big, bushy mustache, perhaps even the bushiest mustache that you've ever seen.
On a
and
rabbit.
Just standing there as stoic as the mountains and trees around them. They're just always quiet. But when they do talk, they're usually words of value.
All right, it's that guy in the band. Excellent. You two are in a bit of a tiz as the rest of your bandmates arrive. Somehow Goose, his boots already covered in horse shit. Finch same, but Blue Jay impeccable, walks in and not a speck. So how does she do it? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Always
But-
the damn beauty.
Your instruments are gone.
Where's my damn organ?
Somebody or something has taken them.
I know where I put my organ, Swan. You think I don't willy-nilly throw my organ around, don't even know where it lands? I know where I put it.
Word on the street is
No,
you are
where you
throwing
put
your
your
organ around
organ.
willy-nilly.
It is true.
Hey, you can't do it with a willy that's nilly. I know where I put my organ, and it's damn real gone. All right? Ain't no idiot.
All right, this isn't great. All right, park your ears, clean your ears. We're gonna figure this out,
Okay.
and we're gonna kill the first people that we see with instruments. I swear to God, this is not. You don't do this. It's the battle of it. You don't. Who
It's
are
some
our
bullshit, that's what it
rivals?
is.
Rackham.
Well, when was the last time you seen it?
I mean,
There's-
last night when we brought him all in.
There's a stable boy that's beside with like a shovel that's cleaning up. There's a shovel and instrument. I don't want to get killed.
It could be.
Ah!
we, like,
Depends.
descend
Hit
on
it
this
against
boy.
something that tower over. If you're using it, are you using it for percussion?
I don't know what that means. No.
Who else has access to this here stable? All right. Pick this because it was locked up tight. There's Fort Knox in here, right?
I don't know what that is.
This stable is way more secure than the cave we were playing in before now. And if we moved here for security and then things are gone, might as well have stayed in my mama's cave.
I'm gonna walk up to the shoveler or stable person. I'm gonna listen here. My friend here is gonna break you unless you tell us where it is.
I step forward.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't move.
You watch as you step forward, Blue Jay. He looks. I'm sorry. They paid me good money to unlock the door. I didn't think anything would happen.
Who?
I
Well-
want a name.
There are 3 different bands, but I think there's Arcane Casters, Dragons Collide. They go by AC/DC. Obviously, everybody knows them. But there's
Oh, damn, Akadaka.
it's Imagine Draconians. They came by.
I don't even know what that word means.
I don't know either, but that's what the pun
Yeah.
I could find, so we're gonna go with it.
Ahead of their time in many ways.
Draconic is such an old school language, but I think I can speak their tongue.
Huh. You
Well,
can
we're
speak
gonna
a
work it
little
out
bit.
first.
You shouldn't be smoking. It's not healthy for you.
It's a carrot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I love Imagine Draconians. They have such, people say they're derivative and they just take popular songs and replace one word with Vogler or something, but I don't believe that for a second. They're so good. Yeah,
They're trash, all right? They're trash, and we're... Okay, but how have you heard of Crit Sin? Like, in terms of, like, levels
No.
of local talent?
never.
Well, it seems like you don't really
No,
get out.
I mean, I
much,
get out a
you know,
lot, like a
Like,
lot.
I mean, I think you'd know our music. Maybe you don't know the band, but you'd sing along if you heard.
Go
it.
ahead.
If you
Go
heard
ahead.
it.
Can I hear some?
Well, I mean, we don't have we could go a cappella. We haven't done that. Should we?
Well, I wanna, we don't want to stress our
Ding
vocals.
ding 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 ding
for
ding
the-
ding 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 ding. It's hard to do the low parts at the same time. Ding 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 ding.
Are
Oh,
the
God, not
instruments
sure
gone,
that
or
this
is
is
it
gonna
just
work.
Is it just the piano?
All the instruments are gone.
All
Like
the instruments
they,
are
they
gone?
they took all your instruments. The only instrument that's left is Goose's voice.
And I don't want to
Ding, ding,
stress
ding,
that out.
ding,
Before,
ding,
well, I
ding.
don't want to stress it out before our big performance. You know, we gotta hold on to that.
Yeah, it's probably. Let's find. I'll play it on the piano.
What?
Where did-
We don't.
Oh wait, no, my
Bud-
piano's gone. Wait, who?
Yeah.
Somebody they took
Yeah.
it, right? So where did they take it?
Finch pipes up for a second. Wait, since we're in a sort of a sing-songy mood anyway, this is all right. It's not the greatest start to the day, fine, but I'd like to remind everyone that it's not just Battle of the Bands Day, but it's also
Your birthday?
Goose's birthday.
Wednesday.
And so, if we're in a sort of singing mood, I think it would be great for all of us right here, right now,
We don't have
to sing Goose happy
It's
birthday.
Not, come on.
He
It's-
hates-
we don't really.
That's
have
not
to.
necessary. Everybody agrees that song is.
No,
garbage
I
and
think
trash
we
and
should
absolute
make
shit.
sure. And
No,
Pelican,
I
you've
think
got.
it's more important that we got to find our instruments first, more than anything.
I think we.
It's
It's
the
very.
highest priority.
And you
Above
watch
all
as
else.
Finch
That
turns
song
to.
is evil.
She turns to Goose and looking to all of you to sort of. Happy birthday to you. But sing along. Come on, everyone. I can't carry a tune.
Swan just walks off.
Happy
Swan
birthday
just leaves.
to. And then halfway through. Okay, the rest of the
You
band
see
just.
Swan just walking off in the distance. Doesn't even know where Swan's going, but Swan's going to go in.
Well, I will play that song for you, Finch. But when I got my instrument, all right, you can't take a man's organ and then expect him to hit the high notes. So
Oh,
I
I guess I
gotta.
can.
With that
So-
distraction, you watch the
Best
stable
way.
boys trying to kind of leave quietly, and he's walking away with his shovel. Unless somebody stops him, he's gonna slowly make his
no,
way.
no.
Oi!
Yeah.
Come
Imagine
with me.
Draconians. Where are they? Where are they at? Where are they?
They're probably at the. Well, What's it worth to you?
Your
I
life.
reach
Your
out and
life.
grab him by the neck with my hand that's about as big as his head.
Like we promised we were gonna
Lift him up.
break you, and I don't mean physically. I mean Blue Jay is gonna break you emotionally. You're gonna fall in love.
She will
It's gonna
mess you
be
up
a-
in all kinds. It'll be ruin your life.
Ruin your life.
Where did they go?
Well, there's a warehouse. I think they went there, but wait, red flags are kind of green flags for me. Like, what do you mean she's gonna break me? I might be into that. I don't know.
You should talk to somebody about that shit. That's not healthy. There's a healthy level of
Yeah, you gotta work on you, all right,
dependency.
before you get
Gotta
involved
work-
in other
yeah.
people.
Anyway, I just kind of throw him to the ground sideways. Warehouse. Where's the house?
You know, there's only really one warehouse anywhere that's sort of. There's one that's on the outskirts of town, that's semi-dilapidated. Probably the only place where they could stash an organ, a piano for this pianist, and other instruments that would be there. That would probably be the only way. But there's the Brass Crab. You know, the Brass Crab is where Yame runs the place with Lucky George and Fancy, the two crabs that people, kiss for good luck.
Gotta.
And that's not super far away either. Who knows? Maybe the bands are starting to get ready. The show's tonight, but people are starting to make preparations and people are filtering in. Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
Hit up the warehouse. We gotta rock up to the brass crab, decked out. You can't be showing up
Yeah, can't be showing up without your things.
with our proverbial knickers insert twists. All right.
Okay. The four of you then make your way in the general direction of the warehouse. See, it's a fairly large building. It's not well maintained at all. The roof is in a state of disrepair. Lord Gerber bought it some time ago and has sort of let it go because the real estate value of the building is worth more than the building itself. And why spend money fixing it up when, still get money out of it? And it seems particularly quiet. This neck of the woods, this neck of town, not many people there today. Everybody's sort of making their way towards the wharf and the quay and where the brass crab is. And they've sort of left that part of town quiet. Who leads the way?
Goose.
You
Okay.
are the leader.
And not well. Yes, as still does. At least he has, binocular vision at this point still, but he's still a negative to his perception.
It's left.
What?
The other left.
Oh. The other left. I get my lefts confused.
I do.
As you're walking there, Goose, there's a moment where your mind wanders. And it's your birthday. And when Finch was singing Happy Birthday, or trying to sing Happy Birthday to you, your mind went back many, many years when you were a child. You were maybe 3, very early. And you just remember 3 or 4 going to town with your mom. You were shopping for an instrument. A friend, or you'd heard your dad or somebody was singing, Junie maybe, and it made you kind of, you kept asking your mom, can I get something? Can I get something? And she finally took it to a music store, an instrument store for bards in Vogler, not a big place. And she always called you because you had this barking laugh as a kid that you kind of grew out of that sounded a little bit like a honk. She always called you her little goose. And when you got to the store, there were many instruments. This young man, sort of sitting behind the counter with long hair in front of his face. There's a sign you remember over the instruments that says no mineshaft underdark playing. Nobody wants to hear that song being played over and over again. It's everybody plays it. And there's a dwarf in the corner, like, sort of doing the opening lick of that. And the guy's like, bro, look at the sign, man. And as you walk in with your mom, you're looking around the store. What is it that you see? What is it that you remember seeing? What grabbed your eye that day?
There was a fantasy version of like a flying V, like red guitar. It was a lute maybe. And it was like shaped in this way. And he's it's so tiny that he could barely hold it in his arm, but he's
always been
reached
short.
up towards it. Well, I mean, for a child, all children are short.
That's
All right.
what I heard. No, I just heard. That's all I heard.
Children are short. He was a really tall child. If
He was
anything.
a tall. Yes.
I mean, he
Children
just
are getting
stopped.
shorter as well. Because I remember back in my day when I was a child, everybody was about my height. But now I'm like towering over children. They must be getting shorter. It's crazy.
I think children are shrinking.
This flying V guitar that was there's like sudden in your memory, you don't know if it's real or not, but there was definitely some fog that came rolling in, some off-screen machine. There's lights that kind of came, these strobing lights that came across, a riff of electric guitar, or electric lute. In the back of your mind, you could hear this will be mine. You didn't have to wait very long, because when your eyes locked on it, the salesman walks up to your mom. Hey, bro, it looks like your kid's really into... Oh, shit, you're elves. All right, well, listen, you guys can't really be here. If I get busted with the helping you kind, it's not going to be... And your mom, not willing to deal with this mess, as you kind of get sad, she doesn't want to put up a fuss. So she looks to the young elven, or the young human who's there, who's just ratty and racist and a piece of shit, who ushers you out of the store because store policy. Right beside mineshaft underdark, there's a sign that says no elves, no shoes, and no service. And you get ushered out, and your mom looks to you and tells you, Goose, you don't need that instrument anyway. You have such a lovely voice. I can't wait to hear you sing on the way home. And that's
she grew to regret that time because Goose sung all the way home.
And it sounded like a little goose honking, and this is what comes to mind as you finally arrive in front of the warehouse back in present time. You can see it's dilapidated, some broken down windows. It looks like nobody's been here in a while, but I'm going to ask all of you, I guess, to make just general perception checks.
10.
Sorry, let me get both my character sheet and Rob's character sheet up. He's also frozen.
Oh, he's frozen. Nice. Again. Oh.
Or is he just deep in contemplation?
Yes.
He has a +1 for whenever he comes back into
I got
existence.
a natural Bowser.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You see, definitely through the front of this warehouse, the stairs or the doors, something has scraped by. Somebody has been here fairly recently, and we lost Rob. It's fine. We'll just keep going. The markings of somebody who tried to cover up their tracks, and the deep gouge in the ground that looked like, for a moment, maybe something else. But you recognize the piano or something heavy, right, being dragged through. They try to cover it up with, like, rocks, but they didn't really do a good job. There are a number of windows that you could look inside the place, but you know that this place has been visited. And from the tracks on the ground, this very morning.
They've been this way.
Goose, getting like far too into it, like crouches over the tracks, like puts his finger in it. He's like, that's dirt. That's dirt. Didn't tell me anything. Let's head inside.
I put my finger in it.
Tony.
Yeah, that's dirt.
Yeah, that is.
I
dirt for
concur.
sure.
I'm with Goose on the assessment of the situation.
All right.
Definitely.
I looked at Finch expectantly, thinking that Finch is going to do the same thing.
Finch looks at, that's just dirt, you idiots.
Yeah, but like it's dirt from around here. So
yeah,
All the
Right,
dirt
local
is
dirt.
around here.
yeah, the
Yeah.
dirt
Where's
that's on the
Finch?
ground is from around here. So they didn't bring in
which
dirt
tells
from
us
somewhere
that
else.
it's been upturned from the dragon of the things that the tracks that have been made. It's
Yep.
superficially in the dirt.
It tastes like upturned dirt, so it's not. We learn things.
So
we learn things.
which way did they go?
Takes another taste of the dirt. In there.
Here we go.
Okay. There are a number of entry points. Windows, there's the front door, there's the back door. Which way do you guys want to go in?
Back door.
As you approach the door, you hop over a fence, or Finch hops over the fence before you realize, oh wait, the gate's actually unlocked. And, you sort of open the gate, making your way towards the back door. You can hear sound of somebody inside, and they're doing their la 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 la, sort of warming up their voice somewhere inside of this place.
We're doing scales.
That makes me mad because I don't know how to do that. All right, we're busting in.
Okay,
What
Look
do
at
you
them
want
all
us to
showing
do?
off.
All right,
Goose, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kick the door in, and then we're gonna be mad.
You're-
All right.
You're gonna
project.
kick the door in.
Do
Strength.
you want me to kick the door?
You.
No,
you're
I
gonna
can
the-
kick
oh,
a door. I can kick a door.
I mean, I can kick a door better.
I mean, we don't. We're We're both.
Swan
I'm
just
looking
kicks the
up.
door. Swan
both
just
equally
like, no
good, surely,
nonsense,
at
just
kicking
kicks the
doors.
door before anyone, while they're talking.
While they're arguing, the door swings open off the hinges. There's a strong, there are kicks and then there are kicks in this world. And as you do so, it's a bit awkward because you're on the other side of the room and you do see across the way 3 members of Imagine Draconians. And I forgot their name for a second. And behind them, stashed really haphazardly and not covered at all of your instruments. One of them begins snapping his finger in rhythm. What do you want? What are you doing here?
This ends one way.
I'm charging him. I'm
Us without
charging
instruments.
them.
This isn't West Side Story, dipshit. I'm gonna make you eat your jorts.
All right, with this then, I'm going to ask you guys to please just roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Yo.
A Bowser.
Nice. Hang on, give me a second. Let me get that
For
metal
Jacqueline?
metal
Blue
song.
Jay?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Chat, let me know if the music's too loud today. All right, so 19 or
Pelican
20
Yard
to
plus
20,
one.
20 to 15. So Jacqueline 19.
16.
Okay. Jacqueline 16.
19.
Oh, wait.
Oh, 19 for Blue Jay. Sorry. And then Rob, what'd you get? Pelican.
I got a 13.
Okay, and roll for the bad guys. Ooh, oh, it was on a 19. So 3, it's a good starting roll. 13 and 6. It's going to be that kind of day. Perfect. So we've got Kevin, we have Sylvia, and we have Borif. Good names.
Never liked Kevin.
Nobody likes Kevin.
Does
No one likes
Blue
Kevin.
Jay know any of them?
Oh, yeah. You guys have been competing for a long time, and you know that...
No. That's not what she's asking.
Oh. Blue Jay, you have known the Minotaur here. He's got rippling muscles. He's a good-looking Minotaur. He's
I'm
got
a tiny rabbit.
He's a horny motherfucker.
Makes sense.
He was the bottom. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can.
I can believe it.
Let me see for the... I'm not sure if the overlay's gonna work. No, damn it. Give me a second. Let me get the combat overlay in, and then I'll have to fix the cameras again because reasons. If I do this, give me a second. And come here and do this. Oh boy. All right, give me a second. We did it. We have another overlay. I want to use it. Let's do the transition, and then I'll just fix it here. We'll fix it live.
Fix it in the live.
Fucking we'll fix it live.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean, my face is pretty prominent. I think we're good.
This is me. All right, I'm up here. Cool, that worked. Dread is right. I mean, Swan is there.
Rob's just missing.
Yeah, I see that. It's okay. That makes it.
That's it. He's
robbed from us.
queuing up for a stealth attack.
Yeah. I'm a rogue.
That's me.
Stealth.
I'm a
He's a rogue.
I'm charging.
He's
That
a
would have been
rogue.
funny. You were like
Charging
an
it.
8-foot.
I'm trying. I did once have an NPC in one of my games that was a barbarian rogue multiclass, because then they could go reckless to give themselves advantage on the attack and then get sneak attack. And they would just recklessly sneak attack them in the face.
Yeah, that's a real sneak attack.
Sneak attack! Sneak attack!
Sneak attack. I'm sneak attacking
Does he
you.
say every time you punch?
I'm sneaky, Anna!
I
Anna!
stealth. Angrily. Angry stealthing everywhere.
Angry stealth.
Rage stealth.
Perfect. There we
Fun
go.
thing is, as well, if you go sentinel, then you can attack them when they move, and then you can get sneak attack on that as well. 'Cause it's not too tough.
Okay, top of the round. Blue Jay, you're first. You see them on the other side, about 35 feet away from you, and he's still snapping his fingers. And what do you want to do?
Which one's snapping?
Where's
Where's the Minotaur at?
So the Minotaur's smack dab in the middle. It's Sophia on the left side. You never liked Sophia.
I am going to hop onto Pelican's back as he is charging forward, so that I have a mount to leap off of. I'm a medium-sized rabbit.
Perfect. He's strong enough. Like you guys
I
have
need-
done this a million times. It's totally easy.
Makes sense.
Do you hold your do you hold your
I'm
action?
gonna hold my I'm gonna hold my action until I am able to like attack or reach one of them.
You got it.
I think I'm gonna go for Miss Snappy Fingers.
You got it.
And I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Awesome. Goose, you're up next, and then Swan, you're on
Goose.
deck.
Goose is gonna run up. There's like a crane holding a bunch of stuff on a platform.
There is.
I want to run up on the boxes next to me and up onto that, and I want to kick a box, that small box, off at someone.
Make an athletics check as you run up. This could be a really cool moment, or this could be a really bad moment. Let's find out.
Hey, that is a dirty 20.
As you run to the box, you leap. The music, just for a moment, you hear like an angel's choir, then riffing into heavy metal. You land on top and poof, make an attack roll as you kick the box all in one motion. And I'll give you advantage because that's cool.
That is a natural 20. Don't even
Hell-
have the advantage. Let's go.
Hell yeah! As you kick the box, who you're aiming the box at?
At the Minotaur. I've never liked him.
I'm gonna just. This is double damage. Crit. Roll 2d. Max on the d8. Roll another d8 for me.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7.
That's
so
15 points of damage.
19
Jesus.
with the strength.
Oh my goodness. Well, this guy has 25 hit points in one hit. He's at 6 life. That's interesting. He eats the box in the face. The shards of wood get stuck in his face, and he looks up. My beautiful face. Well, he sounds way deeper than this, but my beautiful face. He now has like a deep shard and a splinter in his. You can see it right beneath his horn in his face. He's not happy about it.
Eat box, dog. Not one of
He
Goose's
does.
best. He does.
All right, next up, Swan.
One is going to. How far are the instruments?
The instruments are behind them, so
Behind them? Okay, cool. So,
they're
yes.
35. The instruments are like back. They're 55 feet away from you.
All right. Then Swan is going to grab out their great axe and is going to say, "It's time to." The body's hit the floor, and then is going to run forward and is going to swing while raging at the prettiest one.
The prettiest
Gonna
one.
make you pretty no more.
All right,
I would say Swan wants to destroy something. It's beautiful.
All right, we're gonna Fight Club this. Excellent. Well, Sophia's pretty in her own way. None of them are really lookers, except I guess the Minotaur is, he's big, burly. There's probably Jacqueline has good taste. Let's just say.
Okay, so then we'll make that one ugly with my great axe.
All right, you run up, and he's already got a splinter in his face. Make an attack roll.
Attack roll plus that is going to be a 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, actually I misspoke. It's not a great axe. It's a great sword.
Okay.
This is man. I think that I play TTRPG. Nice.
So you call yourself a professional at the beginning of every
Yeah,
time?
I'm a professional. I have no dice on me.
I've started doing that because of you guys.
We're all going to slowly phase it out of our own introductions and make you the only one saying it.
see.
So I've got 8 plus 2, 10 plus mods, 3 is 13. 13 slashing damage.
All right, easily. As you bring the great sword into him, tell me, are you going for the kill or are you going to knock him out?
I'm gonna knock him.
Nope.
my
Swan,
God, $20.
Swan's going for the kill.
Okay.
God.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Twisted.
Swan!
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit!
Yeah, Swan's like
Swan,
way different from Ollie.
We win the battle of the bands because we
Yeah.
murder.
as you
Under all our competition.
you watch
Swan! No!
the Minotaur falls to the ground, and it suddenly smells like steak in here.
Yeah.
The other two bandmates, Kevin's down. Sylvia and Borf go, holy shit, and they're like, what? So we didn't know, it's just a competition. They throw their hands up instantly.
That's
my bad.
Touch a
Swan-
man's sex. You
One
never
goes a little far.
touch a man's
Sorry about that.
sex.
We all got really into it. This got a little out of hand. I'm sure we can fix him up, right? We can put the blood back in.
I mean, his eyeball is on the ground.
That's,
So
I've heard a patch is a really cool look. All the cool people are doing one eye.
Nobody wants an eye patch. You look ridiculous.
Well, I don't know.
Finch beside you goes, imagine having an eye patch, though. Oh, my God. You look like a discount pirate, dude.
Or like a full price pirate.
The actual campaign. You're saying, I feel like getting an eye patch.
Love it.
Swan, the body hits the ground in front of you. Kevin does not get a turn. We'll make a death saving throw for Kevin. Kevin rolls a 6. Kevin is fading.
Oh, no.
Pelican, you've got a bunny on your back. You've just seen your Goliath mate just run this blade through the Minotaur. What do you want to do? Sylvia and
Pelican-
Borif have put their hands up like, we're sorry. We're gonna go?
Which one of those is closer?
Sylvia.
And which one's smaller?
Sylvia.
Sylvia's the one I'm going for. Charging forwards.
Pelican,
Just
Pelican,
gonna put my
Pelican,
head down
Pelican,
and just
Pelican.
boom right in the chest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and go for the solar plexus or the chest and just slam. See if I can get it to fly across the room like a rag doll.
So Sylvia was snapping her fingers. The snapping has stopped. Like warriors come out and play. It has something like, wait, what? As you're charging it, all right, make an attack, and then Blue Jay, you're holding your action as well. So both of you kind of hit it at the same time, if you want to hit her still.
Yeah.
That's a dirto twinno.
Oh my God, these guys are getting annihilated.
That is also a dirty 20.
Okay, so both of you, so roll your damage.
What damage would you like this to be? Just unarmed,
You're
one
medium or
point?
large? You're half ogre.
I'm technically medium, but I count as large for the purposes of pushing, pulling, breaking, snapping, picking up.
Make it a, so
Headbutting? I don't-
D6 is medium usually. Make it a D8 for your just raw.
Holy shit!
So
Alright,
what
here we go.
I like to imagine is that Pelican like head butted her in the chest and she like lifted up, and
Yeah.
as she's lifting up, I uppercut her.
Nice.
Like running up his back, I uppercut her just to send her flying. even
This is
further.
straddling Looney Tunes versus like just a bloodiest anime because
Fucking
like
love
one
it.
somebody yeah okay interesting
Yeah,
make some
I'm like an evil Lola bunny.
yeah
So seven points of bludgeoning damage.
And
okay.
then 6 points of
Sophia goes from
bludgeoning.
snapping, or Sylvia goes from snapping her fingers to just unconscious. You hear the as her body is flung in the back corner and she's just knocked out. You see a tooth is also knocked loose. She's not. I mean, it depends. Are you guys going also for the kill?
No, I just don't
No,
like her.
I'm going to knock the shit out of her. So she
And-
never thinks about touching another person's instrument again.
You
Not
have
without their
knocked-
consent anyway.
Sylvia is out cold with both you and Blue Jay looking down on the remnants of her unconscious body that is now a big gap in her tooth. It is.
If
Yeah.
I have any movement left, I'm going towards my piano.
You're out of movement at this point, but we're good. Borif will take off running, and he will run to the hills as he takes off running. But in running, he triggers like. I'm afraid to ask Swan. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity as he leaves your range?
I'm leaning into it.
Hell yeah.
I've discovered something about this character. They're dark and mysterious, but has like a troubled past. Yeah, I'm and lethal. I'm making a lethal attack.
Hell yeah,
Wait
go
to
for
run
it.
into these NPCs in the
Yeah.
main campaign.
Yeah.
Some point.
Oh God.
Just like mess people up.
It's
Just
epic
to watch
set-
Rockham play Blue Jay.
Goose is going to have some like flashbacks of like trauma about Swan.
Yeah. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay.
It really puts Goose into perspective.
That he was the most
Well,
like level-headed in
Yeah.
this group.
Put together.
How much damage?
12 slashing.
12 slashing? Okay, you catch him in the ankle. He still manages to limp away with his 14 hit points. He has 2 hit points left, but there's a smattering of blood as you hit his Achilles heel. that really hurt, and he's running away from you. Okay. Blue Jay, he's leaving your range, as is yours, Pelican. Are you guys taking attacks of opportunity, or are you letting him run? Blue Jay, you would be first.
I'm gonna grab him.
I'm gonna dart him.
Oh, why? Make an attack. Make an attack roll.
Witnesses. We need to. There's witnesses. There's witnesses.
Yeah, we can't have a witness here.
Can't have any witnesses. No. I hope you guys know I'm listening to saxophone, like jazzy music. So you might think I'm listening to like metal or glam rock right now, but no.
Okay, I rolled an 18 plus 5.
Oh yeah, that hits. He's got 2 hit points. Oh.
I rolled a 1 on the dice, but it's plus 3. So.
All right. Do you look to kill him, or are you just knocking him out?
No, I just want to knock him out. Just knock him out.
As he runs.
Sleep dart. It's just a little sleep dart.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh, you're okay, GM.
It's fine. Like as he runs away, you kind of dart him in the neck.
If she didn't knock him out, I would.
He grabs his neck and Shimona, and he falls to the ground, and he is out. He's out. The room is yours. Finch in the back, you can hear her and Goose. There's a moment where you and Finch lock eyes, and she shakes her head like, "Holy shit!"
Swan did it again. We gotta put the guy's blood back in. At this point, Goose and Finch are well versed in speedy medical aid to our foes, usually. And Swan tends to go, like, as he's like putting pressure on the wound. Goose is like, "It's what we've told you, mate. When it's kind of like, when it's other people, when it's not like people trying to kill us, maybe we don't go all out with the huge cleaver to the face."
Also, why'd you have a fucking greatsword on you? What do you need that for?
Yeah, where did you get that?
Where did you get that? It's a massive sword.
It's a huge.
And that's me
blade.
saying that. Damn, Swan.
I got a 16 medicine check to give him a success on his next.
You're able to, yeah. You between you and Finch, like applying first aid. You just kind of like pat the fur and yeah, it seems like he's somewhat stabilized. You have an eyeball in you. You have a minotaur eyeball in your hand.
Okay, this is rocked. So this is good that we have the eyeball. But in general, Swan, I know, buddy. Look, there's a lot of hurt behind those eyes. We both know. And Goose comes over and gives him a big hug. It's like, it's gonna be all right, bud. It's gonna be okay.
This ain't getting lighter. Are we moving?
Your
We're
instruments
talk
are
about therapy later, but for now,
Embrace me now.
we gotta get our instruments and we gotta get to the battle of the bands. At least we took out some competition.
I will remove the dart from the guy's neck and just give a little kiss to heal. It's not really healing. And take my dart back and put it in my jacket. As I open my jacket, there's like 10 darts down the center.
You collect your instruments. The other band, like Sylvia, Borif, and Kevin, are left unconscious here. It's not a great look, but at least you have your stuff back. And Imagine Draconians is definitely out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kick one of them
as we
on the way
leave.
out.
I'm just gonna burn the place down just to cover our tracks. Okay.
I'm gonna kick one of them and lean right down over them, and just like see if I can wake them up.
You watch as which one? Well, Kevin's pretty hurt.
Sylvia.
Okay, Sylvia kind of she wakes up and immediately starts snapping her fingers as like automatically.
Hey.
Hey.
We heard from a stable boy that it was you and Akadaka that were involved in stealing our instruments. How were they involved?
It was. They think you're their stiffest competition, so
yeah, obviously.
They had a plan, but we executed it first, and then we took some of their instruments too.
You took some of theirs too?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they out.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of unconscious on the floor right now.
All right.
I'm unconscious.
Can I look around for their instruments?
Yeah, you can see there's like a small viola, there's an accordion, and there's a set of bagpipes.
Whoops. Crunch.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Whoopsie.
After getting what I need from it, I go, all right, sleep tight. And I put my hand on her throat and then just put some of my weight into it with the piano on my back. And I just, until she passes out.
Finch is like
You
easing you
learned
into it.
how to do
Easy,
it.
easy. A little bit more, a little bit less, a little bit more.
I'm gonna make. Listen,
Perfect.
all right. We're gonna say that you're
Dexterity
good at
check to
this.
see if I accidentally-
It's fine. It's fine. You crush her
Medicine
windpipe,
checks
so there's very
nothing
little singing.
Can
But
I give him advantage to do it without damage?
Yeah.
Since I'm a monk and would have taught him the proper choking technique.
that's
Yeah, that's the only reason, because you're a monk.
that's it. You choke Sylvia out, and she'll become a bit of a deep voice jazz singer for the foreseeable future as her
Nice.
vocal cords eventually recover. You have your instruments. It's a little bit later in the day. It's probably like 1 or 2. But Finch, will pull you aside, Goose, and she'll tell you, listen, the flyer was very clear. Like, either we can win and then we get invited, or while everybody's at the band and after our performance and everybody's still there, the mansion might just be empty.
Alrighty. If we get in through the Battle of Bands, great. But if not, do a little sneaky, little breaking and entering, which we've never done before.
It's my favorite pastime.
You like a break and enter? I thought you were more of a assault with a deadly weapon. Oh no, that's Swan's bit. Yeah, that's
Swan just says, I like breakfast.
No, I like
Okay.
fighting
okay.
and entering.
Okay. Well, we just like a round of therapy after this. We keep putting it on the
Maybe we
prize.
can get
It's
a-
getting knocked down, but I really
Maybe we
think
can get
gotta
a group
some-
deal.
Yeah, maybe like a group therapy session, huh, guys? Alrighty. Let's.
I love the motley crew that we've got here and been put together.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
It makes Goose seem normal.
It does.
Goose is the normal one.
It puts everything. It's just so clear when Goose
Yeah,
is
it's
doing
so clear.
harebrained schemes that's actually the logical thing in
Yeah.
this group.
Yeah, he's
I love it.
he's definitely the brains of the operation.
Yeah.
So where to? You have your instruments. You have a couple of hours, depending, what you want to do next. The brass grab, we can skip to the Battle of the Bands. Do you guys want to go anywhere else in between? What's the situation, fearless leader?
I think we want to go to the Battle of Bands, but we have to do our pre-warm-up ritual, which we do every time before we perform, which is to get completely shit-faced.
Yeah.
That's what Swan meant by breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast. The old Irish breakfast, you know?
Yeah.
I've never heard that term before. Interesting. Sure. So as you head to there's only really one good place in town, and you're pretty good terms with the Alme, Goose, the brass crab. You bring your instruments, and Yalme will let's go there now, since we're there anyway. You hang out and you scope out the competition essentially as you're drinking, and the day goes by. You see more and more people coming in. The sun begins to set. The rain has been kept away, but it is threatening to rain maybe in a little bit. I don't know if the music's too loud. Let me just turn it down for a second. I think we're good, actually.
Clearly now the rain has gone.
I hate it. I just took some psychic damage. As you come in, the place is starting to fill up, and you see other bands that are slowly trickling in. The Beholder Eyeblind, the Cult of Personality, the Red Hot Copper Dragons, Led Zeppelin Golems,
Keep coming.
I got a pile, dude. I got a pile.
I want to.
The Rolling Boulders, Runic DMC, Van Halfling, the Bee,
Halfling. Oh.
Van Affleck is cool.
the Warlock Sabbath, and eventually, the bands are all brought in, and it's tradition to draw a straw to see who goes first. Opening act is the last act is what everybody wants to be, right? Because that's the last thing that everybody has in mind. Nobody wants to be first, but you also have this other thing you kind of want to attend to. And all of you in the band are aware of this. This is not like a Goose and Finch thing. The band knows that there is, this habit of, they don't necessarily always know why you're breaking and entering in places, but this sort of scheme of taking down the man has been a running element in this band. And Kryn Sin, who wants to draw the straw?
Has to be our lead singer, right?
Yeah, has to be the lead singer because I'm at the bar. I'm bringing 10 pints back because I got 5 in each hand.
And I've asked for all the bacon and eggs that they have. Not a lot.
Just balance them.
But
Because
all of the bacon.
Because 2 or 3 pints don't touch the sides with Pelican, but he can hold more in his hand than his belly can. So 5, not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5 will make you get down. And so he comes back to the bar with that, and he's drinking away.
I hate it here.
Swan makes his own alcohol as well, and it's
Nice. What is it?
Jesus, what's it made of?
It's moonshine, essentially. It's
Nice.
Homemade alcohol.
So Goose is going to draw the straw.
Okay, so I need you to roll a percentile die, Goose.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask, who of the band here, not Finch, has known Goose the longest?
Ooh.
Good
question.
What does Goose think?
Goose decide.
Yeah.
This is your backstory. Which I thought
I
had
think-
an interesting thought. We're technically like playing the backstory, so we can make stuff up. For your backstory.
Yeah. I think the first person in the band was probably Blue Jay because Finch and Blue Jay dated for a bit. So
Good to
that
know.
was the first. Well, that's I think.
Finch-
Bracken
Finch-
said
Now,
that.
now I'm sleeping with
Finch.
your best friend. Okay, cool.
Finch-
I was
Finch-
It was like
this
early
fits
on.
my character.
Yeah,
It was
Finch
like
and
early
Blue
on.
Jay have been like an on and off again kind of, and this is,
Blue Jays with everyone.
but this is what
That's a good
kind of, as an aside, you remember that you kind of have like that candle thing for Finch. You kind of have like a thing going, or you did for a while until, Blue Jay was the one that kind of told you, or Finch was trying to tell you, look, we're friends. We're never really going to be more than friends because I'm not into, all of that,
Yeah. And I was like, oh, right. That makes sense. I rolled a 72, but what Goose wants to do is, as he's drawing it, hide it, just keep it to himself. I assume before people, like everyone has to draw before they show. And while he's hiding it, he wants to break it smaller so that goes first.
Okay. As you draw straws, you are somewhere in the middle. Like your straw is not the shortest. And when you're drawing, as it is wont to be, the dwarven band, who are the short people, they sort of immediately kind of, how is it that the shortest people get the shortest straw? And then you reveal yours, indicating that, in fact, no, yours is even shorter. Yalme calls out, all right, you, Van Halfling, you drew the longest. When do you want to go? And immediately, but we want to go last. And then it makes its way through. And sure enough, by the time it gets to Kryn Sin, the only spot that's left is first. Even you will go before the guy who does stand-up comedy and makes his music in, and nobody likes that guy. He's gonna go.
Still working here, huh?
We're opening to a raw, very sober crowd, which is the least thing that you want.
Yeah. You can hear them. They're sort of practicing the derivative songs that you've learned to hate. All of them top 80s that have just been reflavored. But you guys are gonna go first. Blue Jay, give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Perception. Oh no, plus 16.
You know Goose well enough that you see in the corner, sort of trying to disguise himself, but not very well. Goose's dad. has made his way there, and he had told Goose at some point in the future, in the past for us, that he attends sometimes these events to support his son and to get the hype the crowd going. He never tells him, but he will make flyers and will try to hype up the crowd whenever Crimson comes up. It's never proven to be crazy successful, but there he is at the bar, his back turned, a cup of water in hand because Juniper would not approve otherwise, and he's wearing a cowl and trying to look, and he's like, and you can hear him muttering, "Tim."
Huge brick shit house of a
Yeah.
guy in like
Yeah.
a cape.
Yeah.
This guy's
He's wearing
so
a fake mustache,
Yeah.
and, like
Yeah.
eyeglasses with a big nose.
Yeah, he's like, and you can hear him mutter, they're going first. That's too bad. Oh well, I'm sure they'll kill it. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great.
I think Blue Jay, while everyone was getting drinks and sorting out straws, I think Blue Jay crept up to Daddy Hartman, and is gonna just
Is
like
she gonna
sit in the
flirt with
stool
him?
next
Oh
to him.
my god. Okay, this would be
There's a step sibling out there.
he looks.
No.
Ulrich has got his back, like, sort of in he's sitting, his back to the wall, and there's a seat, like, you know, the next table over, as he's sitting there kind of nursing his water.
Hello, Papa Hartman.
I don't know what you mean.
Nice disguise. It's not working, but
Don't tell Junie, okay?
I have not met Junie.
Then that's fine. Don't tell Goose.
I will not.
Hey,
It is sweet that you are here.
is it on the 1 and 3s or 2s and 4s that I'm supposed to clap? I never get it right.
Don't clap. You don't want him to know you are here, no?
Right. Okay, good. Sure. Yeah. Well, good luck.
The drink is on me. She slides a steel over to the bar.
Yalmaid takes it. That's awful sweet of you. Sure. Thanks. She'll bite the steel coin to make sure that it's. Oh, we lost Rob again. She'll bite Rob's internet, man. She'll bite the steel coin just to make sure.
And he complains about Australian internet.
Yeah, New Zealand. Get
How
your
many
shit
bands?
together.
How many bands are there? That's a good question. There are about like 15 competing bands. There were more, but Imagine Draconians didn't show up, and the Arcane Casters Dragons Collide (ACDC) lost their instruments, so they're gonna try to do it a cappella, but they gave up halfway through because it sounds like dog poop because nobody likes a cappella.
I'll go back to the band, but I'll on the way I'll hit on some random people, so it looks like that's what I was doing instead of talking to his dad.
Excellent. With this, you can hear Yalmay make her way up to the stage. She will bang, like in, you know, sort of theater tradition, or some theater traditions. She will bang a stick on the stage to get everybody's attention. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, welcome to tonight's main event, the Battle of the Bands. The very best Vogler, Kalaman, and the region has to offer. It's a big competition. Up for the prize, a reminder, 100 steel coins. And then you can hear people starting to clap. Oh yeah, let's go. And of course, a dinner with his lordship, and you can see sitting at the nicest table in the restaurant, which is maybe not that nice at the bar, is Lord Gerber, who is there behind him, having traveled back from school. You can see a pretty hot-looking, short-haired woman. His daughter Cassandra is with him, accompanying him at this moment. And they're sort of looking around, nodding like lords and ladies, you know, the nobles are like, yes, we're here with you peasants. And he will salute Yalmay. First up, well, let's, to get everybody getting going, put your hands or hooves or whatever it is that you have together for Krins. Great timing on that raid. Krins Sin. And with that being called to stage, you see All of you are being ushered up to the stage. There's George and Fancy, the two crab statues that are there as you're making your way
I was
up.
gonna say I'm gonna make sure to kiss George on the way up.
Yeah, we all kiss
Gotta
George on
kiss
the way up.
George.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's a really
Some
gross
tongue.
open mouth lip kiss.
You make the kiss
To frame it just right so that the tusks don't hit. You're gonna purse your lips forward so that you can touch.
Gorgeous George sits there, the statue, and it's an uncomfortable length of time that you kiss it, Pelican. Like everybody's sort of like, is he done yet? And like they're waiting.
Because you gotta get, it's hard to, I'm touching with the tusks and I gotta get the angle right.
You just
I
got
know
to
that
do
if I
the
try-
tongue.
It makes it weird if you got a tongue kiss.
Maybe we should I think we should just probably head up
No,
on
no,
stage,
I got
mate.
it, I got it.
Yeah, you got it, mate. I think you do got it. I think you did have it. Yeah, there you go. I give George a little fondle as I go past.
You guys have been preparing for this moment.
It's a crab.
Tell me, what is the song that you play?
Goose takes the stage.
Mhm.
He rocks up and is like,
You hear in the crowd,
"Good
"Woo!
evening."
Yeah! Somebody who's trying to put on a falsetto doesn't. Blue Jay. It's obviously Goose's dad.
Thank you, huge guy in the back. We're nice to see a fan.
Love
Good
it!
evening,
Yeah!
mothers and fuckers.
Number one fan!
We are Kryn Sin. We are here to rip you a new asshole and make you shit your pants. Twice. All right, this song is called The Road. It's about...
But first, we gotta play a different song. A song for a special occasion goes a little something like this.
Oh, God.
Ding,
Oh,
ding,
God.
ding, ding, ding.
The whole bar
Ding,
erupts to the
ding,
song.
ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding,
Birthday
ding,
to
ding,
you,
ding,
Gustav.
ding.
Happy birthday to Too much. Finch is like too much.
Really
Too much. Too much.
He is talented, though.
He's very good.
Happy birthday, Goose! Let's fucking kill it! I'm gonna start playing The Road.
I looked to Swan. Not literally, buddy.
Nods stoically, takes out the sax, and then you see the mouthpiece just disappear under the mustache.
Nice.
Still wearing the sunglasses. Yeah.
So, Goose, let me hear a little bit of The Road.
So I've always thought that Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams would make an excellent glam song. But it gets too bogged down in so many lyrics. So this is Goose's version of just called The Road. Drop me a beat rack.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. It's
You know you have an actual beatboxer in the chat with you, right?
Oh yeah.
In the video
Beat,
call.
Dread?
Yeah. What do you want? Is it just like whatever I want?
So he's doing. Imagine a more glam voice
Green
than
Day's
I am
Boulevard
able
of
to do
Broken Dreams.
in my sore throat state. But it goes, riding on the road. It's a lonely road, and I ride the road. Road goes on and on. It's a road, and I am on that road. Na 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 na. Everyone. Na 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 na. Etc.
Perfect.
A boat is a road that I ride upon. The road I ride's a road. And
Well-
etc. like that.
well
And
done.
Road
Well
and
done.
Road Road.
And etc. So on and so forth.
Etc. is a road.
I need you to make a performance check, and I got to give you advantage on that. I got to give you advantage on that.
advantage.
Hell yeah.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams used to be my go-to karaoke song when I was like 16 to 18, going out on the night out around town, pretending to be an
nice.
18-year-old.
Actually, I rolled a 2 and a 5.
A 2 and a 5.
So a 7 all up.
Wait, can
Seven.
we all roll performance checks?
Sure,
for this number?
sure,
And
we'll
for
do a
the
collective
singing,
roll.
it's a
Group
2
check?
or a 5.
We'll do a collective
Yeah.
check. Let's do a group check. So we got 7 for Zach. I mean for Goose.
Know what my performance is.
We got a 17 on the piano.
Yeah, of course, you're a great pianist.
I got a great pianist.
Okay.
Raging
okay.
pianist.
I got a 21 on the electric lute.
Nice.
I'm tonguing. I'm
Alright.
tonguing it.
Yeah, yeah. Like people are like, wait, that's not how any of that works. It's the flying
It
V
works.
lute that Goose has
And-
always wanted. That's the one that you're rocking, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blue
it's
Jay.
just
The echoes of the birthday song still bounding off. The psyche of Swan only got an 8. Just really superstitious about that song. Really does think it brings like misfortune.
Finch Finch rolls a nat 20. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Of course, the
Finch.
one
Yeah,
time
Finch.
that I
Save
don't
us,
need.
Finch.
God, this game sucks, dude. Anyway, it's fine. The one time that it's completely. So collectively, you guys got. Let me bring up the math.
The
Really
drum
good
solo
drums.
was insane.
It
And
was.
The guitar, the electric blue.
There are 5 of you, so that's a collective of
yeah.
6. I'm gonna round up. You guys collectively got a 16 on your performance check.
Nice.
nice.
Not bad. And as you take off the stage, the crowd is clapping. You definitely hyped up the crowd, and you can hear in the background one of the bands, one of your main competitions. The Warlock Sabbath is like, that was pretty good. That was almost as good as our Ace of Spades song. And then somebody goes, that's the wrong band. Shut up. Nobody asked you. With this, as you get off the
Suspense.
stage, what do you guys want to do? People are the next band is going on and they're getting ready to prepare their piece. Are you sticking around in the bar for a while? And you can hear that it's really like, it is very derivative. The next song that's playing, there's like Total Eclipse of Vogler. There's Vogler is that way. There's Living in Vogler. They're all pandering really hard to the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did drop my guts right before walking off stage.
Nice. As you walk off, you crop dust the hell out of the audience as well as you're walking your way through. You feel or you hear a few people retching, and somebody's like, "I've never felt this way. I think I love them." Some panties and men's underwear get thrown on stage as well.
Nice.
So whoever catches that, whatever it is. So as you stick around for a bit, you can hear them singing. Tell me where, and there's like somebody just singing like some terrible knockoff version of whatever. Yeah, it's
Is it
just.
just
Tell me
is
where.
the punchline? Is the punchline just Vogler? Tell
Yeah,
me
it's
where.
always, it's basically it fit. I actually wrote the lyrics.
Like a call and response.
It's just it's just.
They're the front.
I just want to hear you say Vogler is that way, and then like they get booed because nobody likes them to be pandering.
Yeah.
The next one is like exactly. It's a Bo Burnham singing. And then you have like
is that the comedian with the music in
yeah.
between? Was that
Yeah,
reference?
yeah.
It's Bo.
It is.
It's Bo Burnham,
He
but spelled
wouldn't-
BOW.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry,
He
go
wouldn't
ahead.
be bombing if it was.
No,
bombing.
he's not. People are like, well, I thought this guy would suck, but he's actually really, really good.
Nice,
good.
Yeah.
It's the start of the career. Right?
But people are like, maybe a little too much anxiety in his music. Like, maybe something less stressful next time, Bo. And he's like, shut
Yeah.
up. You don't know my art. But what do you guys?
Your expectations of luck.
So what do you
And
guys
he's
want?
got a thing for feet.
what's his
Same
world's version of
sweep me
Tenacious
off.
D?
Keep me off them.
Tenacious D. I don't.
Like,
The Tenacious Bees. It's just people polymorph to looking like
Oh,
bees,
yeah, I love it.
and they're just up there.
Bees. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That's
That
it.
got me.
That's it. You just imagine.
That's my favorite
Tenacious
card
Bees.
in
Rest in
My
peace.
God, these
Hold it.
bees are tenacious.
The longer you stay, the worse the music gets. There's like, it's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you.
From
There's nothing that
Vogler.
100 dwarfs or more could ever do. And then it's like, I bless the rains down in Calumet. And they're like, boo, that's pandering. Stop it. Boo. And they're just like, people getting booed off stage. It gets bad. But then there's a couple good bands in there. But how long do you stay?
So
wanna stay
we
forever.
don't want to make it
Get
too
out of there
obvious,
immediately.
but we kind of like duck out each
Yeah.
separately, and with the plan is that we'll meet up outside of the Vogler mansion.
Okay, so you don't want to stay and find out if you've won or not.
Well, Goose is harboring the hope, as ridiculous it is, that we'll just get through this and we'll do this,
Yeah.
knock it over, no problem.
Can I
Come
do an
back.
insight check?
Go knock
Grab
it
our
out.
winnings.
Come back, and then we win. Yeah.
Okay,
That's how it works.
Sure, make an insight.
That's why we were
Goose, you mean
first.
to see, or do you want to see if the judges are liking your music? What's the insight on?
Oh, so that was me. That was Swan.
Yeah. But what are you inciting? Swan?
Oh, let's do judge.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Eagles. No, oh, actually pretty good. Hey, it's pretty good. That's going to be a 17.
One of the judges is still humming your song. Like, even though there's somebody else on stage right now singing, "Oh, we're halfway to Calaman." It's like that doesn't work. Like, that doesn't work. That's
it in the
and they're like that's not really quite. And then the song goes on.
Living in a Calaman.
And they're like, that's not. They're like, the beat. That's it. They're looking. The judges are looking, but that guy is still humming like that song that you sang. So
And
one
Living in a
on the
caravan.
road.
one of the three
Halfway to
judges is
Calaman, living in a
definitely.
caravan.
One of the three judges is definitely in. The others are still waiting to see, but you've got
Yeah.
at least 33% of the vote is going your way at this moment. There's a chance that there's a round 2, and then they need to decide for another performance to see to tiebreaker, but you'd have to stay, or you can go and
Nah.
hedge your bets and go to the mansion.
I'm going to look towards Goose and raise an eyebrow, which is the signal that I want to talk to you, Goose. And then
A rare
I'll say
event.
we have a chance of winning.
Yeah.
We
But
stay.
there's winning, and then there's bringing down the noble house of Caliban, which is what we're here for. We want to tear them down, and then we nip over, we take what we need, and then we're back, and we get our winnings. All right, that's how it's gonna go down. All right, Swan, go trust me. That's how it's gonna go down. When have I ever lied to you before?
Stern nod. Stern nod.
The-
of trust is
Swan,
extended towards you.
Goose lies to you at least on a daily basis. Like, at least on a daily basis.
He's wrong
You lied to me
about
on a-
stuff, but he doesn't
You-
lie.
You lie to me
That's
on
a fair
daily
point.
basis.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Promises that things are gonna go a certain way, and then they don't, which is technically not lying because he didn't know any better when he promised it.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Technical. You know what? I'm sure a
All
devil would also agree to
promises
that.
are empty until you fulfill them.
So what do you guys want to do then? Are we making our way to the mansion?
I think we're
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a
will we-
couple more drinks and then follow Goose's lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. With this as you make your...
Gustav,
I show I've
Did
got
you-
like 4 pints, and then Goose is gonna give me the signal that we're leaving. So I'm like, oh, I'm show off my party trick.
You just want someone that can just pour it down.
Yeah, I
The teeth
can
are a really
open up
good
the
resting
gullet and
point.
just yeah.
I'm gonna hand him a picture of my homemade stuff to
In the bar?
Pelican.
Oh.
To Pelican.
Why are you just carrying this round on you?
Well, I
That's
use it in my
fuel.
woodworking,
That's oil.
but I also drink it.
Gustav, why did you not tell me that the daughter of the mayor, is it, that she is so hot?
Oh, you trust me, you don't want to get involved there, Blue. And I know just saying that to you only is gonna I never learn to make you avoid these things.
Yes, it just makes me want her more.
I know, and I lead myself down that path. Look, there's literally no adjective I can land on her that will make you. She's bad news. She's.
Oh,
God damn it. Just for now, let's just focus on what we need to do. Jesus Christ.
okay, but if you need a distraction, I can always.
All right, Bugs Bunny.
All right. As you collectively leave, you notice that said hot girl has left a little bit before you guys. She got, she was there just to make face because her dad wants her to be there, but at some point she left the tavern as well. Cassandra left. And you make your way through the town, and the streets really are pretty empty. Occasionally you hear somebody sort of like has had too much to drink at the bar. They're still humming some of the songs. Like they're like, that's catchy as hell. I don't know what the judges thought was catchy. I love that song. I think we're gonna sing it forever. Somebody else in the background is singing Vogler. It's like, that should be Mbop, and like that's never gonna catch on. So they're sort of like singing, and their people are like partially throwing up from having too much to drink. Exactly. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
There you go.
That's it. We turned it into Mbop meets Bingo was his name. Amazing.
Love it.
Eventually, you arrive in front of the mansion. It is seemingly very quiet. You see the usual 2 guards sort of positioned near the front. There's a small canopy or a small tent that's been set up. The lights are on. The mansion is directly on the river, and in the back you see their little dock with the little ship back there. It's a three floor building. It's fairly large. It has a basement. Anyhow, but Finch will tell you that what she discovered when she was, scoping and paying and discovering information, because she's really good at that, is that while there is an office and there are places, the attic has a room that's been off limits to a fair few people, and she knows that that's where, the things that will be most useful to you and your endeavors will be. You have not been spotted. You're still outside the outskirts of the mansion. Tell me, Crimson, what would you like to do?
Is it ridiculous to suggest that the flying V of Blue Jay's guitar also acts as a grappling hook? Like, it's got that shape to it. It's got.
I would be disappointed if you didn't suggest it. No, of course it could work as a flying V.
You have to play the notes right.
So the neck of the guitar would have to fold forwards to make the arrowhead kind of thing. Folds in on itself, and then the strings would come out to make the string of it.
Yeah.
Nice. There are some trees nearby. The ceiling, the roof is up there. You've heard that they have like a skylight that'll ever come in relevant to anything.
Handy. But we're gonna throw it up on the maybe one of the rafters, and then try and just get pull up and into the second floor. If that makes sense.
Who's trying? I'm gonna put you guys over here then.
I'm going to hand the electric blue loot to Goose, and then I'm going to parkour up to the roof.
Nice. Give me an acrobatics.
I feel like Goose saw Blue Jay do this, and then later was like, "Hey, the roof." Back in the original storyline.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Blue Jay got in somehow.
Let me know what you get.
Can I do acrobatics?
Yeah, that's it. Sure. Yeah, that's what. Sorry, I think I said acrobatics.
17.
Nice. You easily climb up. You leave the grappling hook behind, and as you run up,
my lucky footwork as well as a rabbit.
Perfect. That gives you an extra D4, I think. Or is it the 10-foot movement? It's the D4 bonus, right?
No, I can use the bunny hop to have an extra 10-foot jump as well. So that's going to help me.
You easily make it to the second floor, and quietly too. And as you get to the window, you can look inside and you see... Let's take a look at what you see.
Lucky footwork is a reaction based on dex saving throw, so that's if I fall.
Perfect. You can see a series of doors that open to the left of you. There's a hallway. And down the hall, you see that there is a guard that is walking and patrolling the grounds of the mansion. I'm going to also ask you, all of you, to make perception checks, please.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Nice.
I'm busy parkouring.
Natural 9.
Okay, good.
Unnatural 9.
Bowser.
Oh, Swan, nice. Swan
thank
from the
God.
back of the...
At least one of us.
I feel like
Sunnies.
every time I come back to the screen,
Play
Goose
bands.
is a little bit lower in the frame. It looks like he's sinking. No, it's me. I'll fix it. Hang on.
It's because I slouch.
You're good. Is it? Oh, is that why? It's not me. It is you. Okay, perfect.
A slouchy boy.
Okay, it's
For a
good.
total of 20, by the way.
Nice. Swan, in the background, you can hear, coming from the garden, the sound of Cassandra. She's in the back. You hear the sound of metal, a dagger, a sheath, something, and
She's
a voice.
playing metal?
No. Well, maybe. But she's playing definitely.
Death metal.
You recognize the sound of like a blade, right?
Ooh,
Somebody
it's
in the background, and you can hear her voice. You put two and together. It's not the first time. You hear Cassandra. You heard her at the bar. You put it together. She's somewhere in the backyard doing something. Who knows what?
So I have companions nearby, right? So the only one that's really hopped up is
Blue Jay.
Blue Jay, yeah. I'll look over to Goose and then raise my eyebrow again. Twice in one day.
An
Cassandra's
unknown
returned.
event. Oh, okay. Don't tell Blue Jay. Just keep it.
You want me to take care of her?
What? No, Jesus, stop killing people. Like, we're gonna keep it quiet until we have to go loud, okay?
What
Quiet
are we
till we
doing?
go
What are
loud.
we talking about?
I was thinking about
Going.
Cassandra's back.
Cassandra's back there.
What? Who?
Cassandra,
Who's
the
that?
girl from the daughter of Mr. Gerber.
Blue Jay, you hear them talking about Cassandra.
Oh, she was
obviously.
the hot one, yeah.
Don't let her know. We don't want Blue Jay to know.
She is
I'm on
pleasing
the
on
roof
the eye.
looking down.
Yeah, you can hear them talking about like
I mean, we-
100%.
we're
Do you want to go all the way to
saying-
the roof, or do you
wait.
want to go to the second floor? You went to the roof, right?
I went to the roof. I went up.
Yeah, perfect. So as you pass by, you see that
Well,
one hallway.
You want to? So you want to get her before Blue Jay does? Is that what you're saying?
No,
I was-
I do not. I'm not interested
we-
in Cassandra. Oof.
You look
no.
flustered.
Ah,
You're blushing right now.
so I should make a move. Are we
what?
racing? See who can
Maybe-
get her first.
Maybe
Maybe
let's
I
just
think
focus.
she want to
We've got a
get
task at hand, kind of thing. Finch, please, for the love
Fin-
of God.
Finch
help me
looks to
here.
you, and she. This is be a memory that you keep in your head for a long time. She looks to you and says, "I have a bad feeling about this, Goose. Maybe we do this some other time."
Finch, we're right here. Mr. Gerber's out. The mansion is pretty much empty, mostly.
All right, you know what? You're
You
right.
only have a bad feeling because these two idiots can't keep their head on the game. All right?
I mean, she's kind of hot. They have a point.
Okay.
I got my head in the game. If you know what I'm saying, I'm ready for the
Okay.
game.
I'm
Let's-
5 moves ahead.
I'm gonna bring
Let's-
the
okay.
game. Man, you know what I'm
Okay, you
saying?
know
I'm
what?
bringing the game.
Here's what we're gonna
Got
do.
my A game on.
We're gonna
Goose.
steal. We're gonna rob them blind, and then afterwards, we're gonna allow all of ourselves to hit on and
Seduce
fail to
Cassandra.
woo Cassandra Gerber. Okay? How about that?
All right, I'm in it. Let's go.
Should
Let's
we
go,
put
baby.
some sort of bet on it to see who wins?
Wager. Yeah,
Wager.
first one to
Okay,
get in
okay.
a pants. It's a,
Whoever-
it's a steel coin.
100 steel. Only one?
Whoever
don't-
successfully
don't-
flirts
we-
with the
Flirts?
with
I'm thinking
Seatown,
kiss.
can keep whatever we steal from the mansion. All right?
All right, you're on.
All right,
Let's
you're
go.
on.
I'm gonna walk over to the front door.
nope, nope. I grab him, drag him back.
All right, you can.
I'm gonna
You're
get
on the
it now.
roof, and yeah, from the roof you look around and you can see there is a skylight. I think that's what they're called. The roof is really
Ooh.
nice. There are a couple of chimneys, but there is definitely a skylight, and you could clearly see it. It's not super far away from where you are.
I would like to tentatively place my foot on one of the skylight panels and see if it's one of those ones that like swings.
It is not, but looking through it, you see directly into a bedroom. This is at some point in the future we will find out, but we find
Sandra's
out
room.
it is Cassandra's room. Looking directly into it, it's a nicely furnished bedroom. It has like a fairly queen-sized bed. There's a chest there. There's shelves, a simple table. You know, maybe a poster on the wall of Imagine Draconians or something. She's a
Mhm.
fan.
They've got
Yeah,
merch.
I've got I've got
some
merch.
They've got
Not
merch for sure.
yourself. We need the merch. I'm going to, just because I love the juxtaposition position of Goose fucking up getting through the skylight in the future.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the skylight. As
Okay.
best I can.
Yeah, make a dex check. It's not that complicated, and I forgot to turn off channel points. I need to
What?
turn.
The thing that earns the Gerbers most of their money is that Imagine Draconian's poster becomes very worth a lot of money after they've died in some barn somewhere. Most of them got brain damage or crushed esophagus, missing an eye. They never played again. That was the last poster they ever signed.
I rolled a 17.
Good enough, dude. You for sure. You open the. It was just a simple lock, and then as you reach, you just and it swings open quietly. And sure enough, there's the bedroom.
Hop down.
Okay, I'll make you do a stealth check on that one. Because you're dropping down from fairly high here.
Am I good at stealth?
I don't know.
I'd imagine.
Oh,
so, at least
okay. 21.
21. You are silent as a shadow. Batman would be jealous. Blue Jay, you are in Cassandra's bedroom. Let's cut back to the others who are outside, still arguing about how to get in here.
Wait,
They're all arguing.
Essentially, Rob's
and
multi-class.
Goose
build.
is like spinning the guitar / grappling hook.
Are you throwing a thing again? You don't want me to throw it? I can
I'm
throw
good.
better than
I
you
can
can
throw.
throw.
I'm a good
I can
thrower.
kick
I'm
doors
really
better
strong,
than you
actually.
can kick. I'm stronger than you. I can throw higher and faster.
You can throw.
and
It's
harder.
not about height. All
I
right.
can
It's
go
not about.
longer.
It's an exact science. All right. It's an exact
All right.
science.
The guards
You
still
say it,
don't
I'm
hear
just
you
saying.
bickering.
There you go.
There's good rolls from over here. You're fine for the time being.
Goose is gonna hurl the grappling hook. His intention is to get onto the like gutters, and then haul himself up to the second floor and get in through there.
Okay, make athletics. Let's see how well you throw this thing.
Also, I'm gonna go since it looked like Blue Jay looked in the second window and then continued on. He's gonna go one to the left so that he goes in a different window.
Okay.
Hey, that is a 22.
You throw the grappling hook and you throw it to the third floor, but it creates the rope that dangles down. So the guitar neck sort of has like a hidden sort of pull out of it, and as you throw it up, there's like this heavy. It's not a rope. It's made of like steel. It took a lot of money and effort to do this, but your grappling hook / guitar is now in place, and you guys have a ladder to go up to the second floor.
It's the G string.
We have nicknamed it the G-string.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mosey my way up there and look in through the second floor.
You see the
And
same
then-
thing. I mean, there's these 3 windows given to the same room. So unless you
Yeah.
went like one over, that's fine. You can
Okay.
see the same thing. You see chairs. You see a hallway, and at the end of the hallway, a guard who's now walking, and he's overlooking a banister, looking down. It's a pretty big house.
Yeah. And there's a third floor?
There's a third floor, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna climb up to the third floor then.
Okay. You guys see as Goose has made his way up. Here on the third floor, a chandelier, a fireplace immediately to your left, a door that leads to somewhere. You don't know where exactly. And then it goes on in the distance. A set of stairs that go up and a set of stairs that go down.
Alright, Goose is gonna try and jimmy the window open.
It's a
or
warm
Robert.
night and the window has been left open
He's gonna slide on in.
into those DMs. All right, perfect.
Phrasing. We're doing phrasing.
You're in. Swan and Pelican, you guys watch as Finch
On what?
will
What are
follow
we
up
doing?
immediately, and she
we
will
meant to
make
be?
her way.
Are we meant to be shimmying this thing as well?
You see Goose.
Because I was gonna go in the front door, but then he stopped me. So are we meant to be going up on this old rope? Because I
see-
got this on my back.
the universal
Still carrying
symbol
my,
of
my piano.
the universal symbol that the hand symbol that you've figured out with Goose, which is like "come with me." Out the window, you just see him give the shakas.
That's come with me. I wish we had
That's
known
come
that
with
when you did
me.
this
Wish we'd
and
known
dove
time
into
when you
it.
did
Goose assumed. Goose assumed you knew that.
Well, he gave a very specific hand signal. It was not at all vague. That's clear what that means. Let's go.
And I'm going to walk over to the rope, and I'm going to hold myself up, mostly upper body stuff, with a piano on my back.
Yeah. Is the window big enough
And
for the
that's it.
piano?
Well, is it big enough for the 8-foot tall?
I'll make it big enough.
Yeah. Okay.
So who goes first, Pelican or Swan?
I think Pelican's going. Sorry, is it Pelican and Swan here? I thought Finch was here too. Finch is
Finch climbed up. She followed Goose. When he gave the
So
shaka, she
Swan's
immediately
going to-
sort of went up.
Swan's going, this is going to be interesting, and we'll follow up after Pelican. See how
Okay,
this goes.
so Pelican, you have the piano
well-
on your back and you want to climb this thing?
Yep.
To the third
And
floor or
it's
the
got-
second floor? Where are you going?
All the way up to where he said,
Ma-
where he said follow.
Make
I'm
a
gonna follow him up.
make an athletics, but I'll give you advantage because you're so used to having that piano on your back. I mean, you're the biggest throbbing pianist in town.
I am a big throbbing pianist, and I count as large for the sake of picking
Perfect.
things
Why
up and
is
shit.
he throbbing?
Why
It's 8
isn't
foot.
everybody
Of
throbbing all the
muscle. Like,
time?
have you ever tried to lift a rope? Your muscles will be throbbing by the end of it. Anyway, that is a 21.
21. Easily. You make it look effortless as you climb up with a piano on your back, which would have crushed a human would have never dared dream to do this. A dwarf, forget about it. A kender, ha! But you climb up this, somehow the G-string
Name 4
holds.
more.
Name 4 more. I've run out of races. There are no other races in D&D. Just that's it. And as you climb up, the G-string holds. You make your way up. The piano on your back is pretty hefty. It's not a guitar. Like, how are you gonna fit in here? How do you propose to do this? Or do you intend of just making the window bigger?
I'll turn sideways and try and fit in. I may also. Now
Yeah,
might be
to
a good time to say that I might be drunk because earlier after I drank the moonshine, I rolled myself a con save and got a nat 1, so that's why I've been acting a little bit drunk.
Perfect.
So I've been acting a little bit tipsy, and so I'm not.
You
been-
watch as Finch is on the other side, and
So I
she's
was
trying
sideways.
she's trying to help you. She's like, pivot, pivot,
Pivot.
pivot.
Just trying to lend a hand. He's like
Yeah.
dragging it in.
Yeah.
Let me take that off. Let me take it off. All right, from this side.
And then
Oh, good reference.
for the next minute, you realize it's not fitting.
Shit.
You could push extra hard. I mean, look, pushing hard, the window might crack or something. Who knows how loud that might be, but it'll make it fit.
Yeah, it's fine. Come on. Hey, I need to get in.
I say it over the top of the piano to Goose.
Okay.
Are we good?
Maybe we leave the piano outside. Maybe just this once.
And then it gets we'll get stolen again by some
Yeah.
imagined draconians.
I feel like the chances of someone strong enough to lug this thing out of here pretty low, right?
All right. I'll leave it on the balcony. No one steal it out here.
Okay. Good compromise, bud.
So you leave it on the windowsill.
Yeah.
You guys
Nothing
watch
can go wrong.
as this enormous
We
piano.
did reference Looney Tunes and Bug Bunny earlier, right? So
Uh,
nothing can go wrong with putting a piano on a windowsill on a third story.
Yeah.
Looking out the window.
Swan, you look up. There's a moment where what are you even looking at as the piano gets shifted and trying to be left on a small ledge? Roll a percentile die, and we'll see if this is going to work as an anvil right now or later.
Oh boy. What was the motto? Like, what was the skill? Sorry.
No, it's just a percentile die for Rob, but you're looking up, and there's a chance for
For
it to.
me.
Yeah, we're gonna see if this is gonna fall on Swan or not right now.
Amazing.
All right. Here we go.
77.
I got a nice. Nice.
Yeah, okay, 69, 77, perfect.
Yeah, nice.
We all know.
You're good. You're good. The piano holds, and you would have seen it in time to get out of the way, Swan. You're okay. But the piano somehow, against all rules of physics and anything else, it
Got
seems to be okay.
straps on it. I strap it to the window. Or something.
I got straps on it. All right, so as it holds in place, the piano doesn't fall. It just sits on the ledge. Do I have a piano? Is there a piano mini in Tailspire?
If there's
Quickly
not,
just,
I quit.
quickly just whip something up from pieces of other models. I'm sure that would
Yeah,
be
just-
very
just-
difficult.
Let me get into Hero Forge real quick.
Yeah, that's-
I'll make something out of shields. I'll get a guy hold a shield, and I'll put another one.
Hang on,
Let
I
me
got
jump
it.
into Blender. I'll whip up a 3D model of a piano and import it into.
I got it from Tails
Make
Tavern.
sure it's got straps on it.
Is this gonna work? Hang on, let's see if this works. This is big, dude. This is a big. Oh my goodness! Hang on, let me. Maybe that's
That
why.
is what they tell me.
It's so.
That is a.
It's too big. It's too big to fit. I just can't get it in the hole. It's so. The window's
There.
just too small.
it somehow fits. The weight of the piano is in the back, and
If we go
somehow
down
it
to
stays
if we go
there.
down to the kitchen or something and get some butter, maybe we lube up the window frame and then we can slide it in.
There's the piano just sitting on the ledge, all lubed up, and it's too big to
Buddy.
fold it, I guess.
Don't
Okay,
use butter is doesn't matter.
you make
It
your
makes
way.
it delicious, though.
I need to hang on. I need to do a perception.
It's how you put the bun in the oven.
Perfect. Swan, are you coming up as well? You see, his pelican has made his way inside the house and left the piano sort of sitting on the ledge. And Blue Jay, you can hear them outside the door. These idiots are immediately outside the door.
I saw the shutters, so yeah, I'll look for a way in. Is there still a window open?
Yeah, there's a window open.
Even
You
with
see, as
piano?
Pelican went in, the piano is
Yeah.
blocking one of the windows, but there are two other windows, and the G string, i.e. the rope, is connected to that leftmost window. You could easily climb it.
Hells yeah. I'll climb up, and as I do, I'm looking over my shoulder to see if Cassandra's around.
You don't see Cassandra. She's definitely in the backyard. You can hear her in the back. You do hear the guards. Finally, one of them is like some dumb NPC. Wait, I thought I heard something. And the other one, nah, it's just your imagination. And he's playing with his belly button lint. He's like, nah, hang on, I gotta. And he starts moseying it over. You can see him as he turns the corner. He doesn't see you because you're up above, and he's looking around, sort of like, I guess it was just my imagination. And the other guy said, I told you there's nothing there.
What's
I'm
the
gonna
trick of the light?
I'm gonna keep going just a little bit more just to check around that corner there, and checking on Miss Gerber. He's about to walk under where the piano is.
Oh, the temptation. The temptation.
To murder this guy with
I look
my-
forward to see if anyone else is watching.
There's nobody. They're talking
Hey, you touch-
inside. They're
You
talking
touch my
inside.
organ without my consent, I'll break your fingers.
Pal, you're a little bit drunk.
Hell yeah, true.
And so right outside the
Okay,
door,
what's that next move?
Swan, what do you want to do?
I'm not going to anger my bandmate. I literally said you don't touch another person's instrument.
A man's
earlier,
instrument.
so
You almost
I'll-
killed
Move.
someone over it.
Yeah, I
The-
won't. I won't temptate.
Can I have during all of that time?
Yeah.
Just left Cassandra's room and walked to where Goose and Finch are, and just been like, "What is going on?"
Finch jumps. Ah! Where did you come from?
Jesus. How did you... There must be a skylight.
I'll feel really that surprise, Goose, that I cannot get into small places.
That's... Okay. All right. We need to keep...
Suddenly you
need
hear a
to-
bonk. There's a horny hammer that says, back
We
in
gotta have a-
prison. Back in
We
prison.
have our new prior to a game ritual is gotta be like everyone goes out and finds something to... Doesn't matter. Look. All
So
right.
you're in the mansion. Nothing seemingly right now is heard. You see Cassandra's bedroom is on the left. There are stairs that go both down and stairs that go up. There's a massive chandelier. You can hear the footfalls of the guy patrolling the house. He's on the second floor at the moment. And all the way down to the ground, you can hear the guards sort of looping around. You don't know if there's anybody else in the house.
Does the rope that lowers the chandelier, is it on the top floor?
You could see the ceiling. Like above you is the ceiling.
Yeah. But chandeliers, they have a rope that allows you to lower them so you can like replace the candles and stuff. Is that rope attached to the top floor where we are?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just filing that in for later.
For no particular reason. Sure.
Whee!
Okay. I am going to look around for any pathways further up into the attic.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of looking to do. You see stairs that go up.
Okay.
They're right down the hall, right there.
We're gonna go in here. Now remember, the Gerbers are paranoid shitheads. So, gotta keep our eyes peeled. And also rob them blind. So, Pelican,
Gotcha.
you're fitting more
Yeah.
than your belly can today, alright?
Yeah, here we go.
Who?
Sorry, I should be clear. Do not eat the stuff we find.
Oh, I got you.
Have you already
Just a few. There were a couple things. They smelled real good. I think they were candles, though. It didn't
Candles,
taste
yeah,
good.
the candles. We've talked about this. bud.
He's got
They
potpourri
smelled
sticking.
like fruit.
He's got potpourri
They
like
do.
kind of sticking out of his
Why
mouth.
would you have candles smell like food? It's
They
stupid.
do smell like fruit, bud. Okay. Look, it's a lining for your stomach, let's say.
Yeah.
All right.
Who leads the way?
Goose is gonna lead the way.
Okay. I'm going to ask you all to make stealth checks, please. As you're walking across this floor, the floorboards, while it's an expensive place, Lord Gerber does not really maintain it very well.
Oh dear.
That is a dirty 20. for
Nice.
Blue Jay.
Wait, I don't... Well, it's Blue Jay today. It's not Corey, so what is it? What is it, Blue Jay?
You just avoided
No.
saying a name this whole time.
Yeah, I did.
You can relax now.
I can realize I don't have to
Good.
say. I don't have to say it.
Yeah.
What is it? Sorry, I didn't hear. Is it dirty what?
I rolled a dirty 20.
Damn it! Son of a gun! We tried. Swan, what'd you get on the
Oh,
stealth?
Swan?
Yeah.
I thought I was Ollie.
Sorry, Ollie.
Yeah, my brain defaulted to OG characters. 20. Dirty 20.
Wow. All right, 20. Goose.
Natural 1.
Okay.
There we go.
Excellent. And Pelican.
I got an 8.
Yikes.
Real,
Okay.
These corridors are real narrow.
And Finch got a 19 in Bowser, plus her modifier. As the Swan, Blue Jay, and Finch, you guys are silent as a grave. You find the right spots despite your weight. Swan, you're not a small guy, but you know, walk on the carpet. You can see where like the joists kind of go over, which is probably the strongest part of the floor. You know where to step. This isn't your first time. This isn't your first rodeo. You're like Beard from Ted Lasso. You've been places. You've done things. Goose, as you step forward, your foot gets caught in the carpet because it's not exactly flush, and you guys see Goose immediately face plants, leaves and like, I lead the way. And there is a scatter of probably coins and guitar picks and other items that go scattering everywhere. And immediately the voice of the floor below. Hey! Miss Gerber, is that you?
I say, Goose, shush!
Yes, that's me. Go.
Are you decent? I'm just gonna come up and check on you.
No, I'm incredibly nude. So do not. I'm so nude. I'm about as nude as a person could get. So please keep your post. Stay down.
Why are you nude? Why? Make a.
I have company.
Yeah, we're both real nude.
Yeah, we're both super nude.
And we're not hot either, so you don't want to see my junk.
Yeah.
Make a
Neck down. Everything
But-
under is covered in boils.
Is that what you've been spending all this time in the basement?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's just.
yeah.
It's
If that's what you call it, like going around in the basement. I've
Yep.
been doing that.
Ew! Make it both
I don't
of you.
care for that kind of language about your noble.
I need you guys both to make deception
Your
checks, please.
Your noble madam.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's good. So I got a dirty 20. Except
Nice.
that I didn't because I'm drunk. So with disadvantage, I got a 7.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I got a 7 as well.
Okay.
Nice.
7
This
as
is
well.
not going well.
7.
Swan
Lucky
is going
sevens.
to
We
chime in.
both
and go,
get 7. It's lucky, right?
if it's like
Yeah.
a GM, I'd
Yeah,
like
go ahead,
to
go
try
ahead,
and chime in.
Swan.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I'm drawing them. I'm a real life artist. I'm drawing them. Don't come in here. You'll disturb my artistry. And I'm being
Make-
paid a lot.
I need you to make a deception check, but I'm gonna give you disadvantage on that one because
Okay.
the guy down below is
That's
like, is there an orgy up there? How did they even get in here?
That's very fair. Okay, deception, disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right, where is my?
I rolled for them already, and I rolled an 18. So that's your DC is 18.
Oh my gosh! I wish it wasn't disadvantage because I rolled a natural 20, but it's going to be a dirty one.
You went from a nat 20 to a dirty one.
Nice.
Oh,
You hear
boy.
the-
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
All right, Miss Gerber, I don't know how all of you came home. I didn't hear your guests, and you know how your father is with.
Came in through the back door.
Oh, didn't he ever?
You can hear the footfalls of the guard making his way up to you.
I think they bought it.
I'm shackazing and running up the stairs up to the attic.
Oh shit.
Okay, as you guys all.
I'm at the top of the stairs, being like,
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. You, Blue Jay, are the top. The others are sort of who. Finch is probably with you because she has not been caught up in whatever nonsense is happening. The other
It was
three.
a pretty ingenious move, to be honest.
It was great. It was very honestly. It was fantastic. I was rooting for you guys the whole time.
There's not a
Personally.
lot of hair on that brain scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was a smooth brain scheme.
That was a smooth, definitely. Pelican is the visual though is kind of. I was hungry earlier, but I'm no longer hungry. So this is perfect. Pelican, Swan, and Goose, you're sort of trailing behind after this little exercise. At the top of the stairs, Blue Jay, you see a door that leads to one singular chamber. On either side of the doors. You don't need to roll for this. You can see that there are arcane sigils that have been drawn on these doors. One on both. It's like French doors that open out, and there are arcane sigils on either side of it. You and Finch are both up here, and whatever you're looking for, Finch is convinced that it's behind these doors. In the meantime, I'm going to ask, at the same time rather, all of you to please roll initiative as the guard is making his way up.
Oh yeah. That's a nice 19 without disadvantage, which becomes a 10. So, real good.
you have
drunk.
disadvantage. Oh, because drunk. I keep forgetting my initiative is +5. 23.
Nice. Swan, what'd you get?
11.
11. Okay, Pelican, what was your total in the end?
I got 10.
Goose?
13.
Nice. So Blue Jays first, then Swan, then Pelican, and let's check for Finch. Finch rolled a 7. She's last. Well, +3. Bigger modifier than Pelican. I'm guessing she's going there. And then let's roll for the guard.
Oh yeah.
With a 16. Excellent. Top of the round, Blue Jay, you're first. You can hear the guard who's on the second floor looking up. And he's definitely aware that something is very off with the cavalcade of feet sort of of people. What do you want to do?
From where I am, can I jump down onto the guard?
Oh,
No idea where I am perspectively.
Can you jump down on him? He is... I'll move him a little bit, just because he's at the banisters at this point from all the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see him? You... Tough. Not impossible, but tough.
If I jump from where I am and then swing on that banister from the 3rd floor, can I kick him in the face?
Again, possible, but not the easiest thing that you've ever done. But
You
yes,
know what?
possible.
I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm Blue
Hell
Jay.
yeah.
Hearing where the guard is. She's a monk, so she's gonna hear his footsteps. Gonna charge off the balcony, and I'm gonna grab onto the railing of the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And then swing to wrap my legs around him and muffle him with my thighs.
All right, we're gonna start by making an acrobatics check as you leap, and you can use your
Give him
You're
the
a-
Xenia on the top.
yeah, basically.
Nice reference.
Ooh, okay. That is an 18.
Nice. Isn't that the? Are you talking about the one from GoldenEye? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You jump. You are on target. I now need you as you twist somehow your body in midair,
Holy
as rabbits
shit.
are wont to do. You leap off, and as you fall down 2 stories towards
Yep.
this guy, you make an attack roll, and then after that, it's going to be a dex saving throw.
Okay, I rolled a 16 to attack.
That's a hit. You fly. You wrap your thighs around him, and you begin to crush. Roll. We'll call this a D6 unarmed strike.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
5? Excellent. With this, I need you also make a dex saving throw for me, please. As you land from above, you wrap your legs around him.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
Sorry, I rolled a natural 20 plus 5.
Okay, well, Blue Jay carries over Corey's incredible run as she leaps,
It's
twists,
this
and
dice, hey.
Yeah, I need a pair of those dice. You squeeze around his neck with your thighs, and he goes, "I'd always dream of dying this way, but I never really thought it would happen." As you squeeze, you
I'm
can
gonna
hear...
use
Guards
a
are furry,
bonus.
confirmed.
I'm going to use a bonus action as my unarmed striker can bonus action for a second hit.
Go for it.
I'm going to elbow down on the crown of his head and just be like, sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Oh, that wasn't as good. Okay. 14?
14 just misses.
Ugh.
As you come down with the elbow on his head, he's got a small helmet that's a little bit too small for his head, but as you ding, you hear his reaction as he calls out, "We're under attack!" And he shouts
But
out the
also
warning
between my
across the
thighs.
house. Yeah, so he's like, he's like, "I can't breathe in here, help!" Anyway, I'm sure. Anyway, if there are any artists in chat, if you do decide to do this, keep it safe for work, please. All right, Blue Jay, that's your turn. Goose, you're up next. You saw your friend just yeet themselves off the top railing, and from the top rope just come down WWE style. Brother, she Hulk Hogan her way down. What do you want to do?
Goose, is there guards amassing downstairs now?
You don't know yet. He's just called for action, and you know that there were 2 guards in the front. He's called for aid. You're not sure if there are any other guards or anywhere else in the house, but he's shouted out, and there's going to be a reaction at some point.
Okay. Goose is going to cause some chaos. He's going to lead over the banister that is in front of him. He's going to see, or wherever he can get, that he can see where that rope was, that rope ties to the chandelier.
Perfect. Yeah, up here. You see it. Oops, you disappeared. Yeah.
And he has like a dagger, and he's just gonna cut the rope as an action.
Nice. Goose.
Just to
It's like a floor. Like it's not in the attic. It's on the 3rd floor. You could throw a dagger to try to cut it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll throw the dagger.
Excellent. Make an attack roll. A range attack.
Natural 1.
Perfect.
Oh, no.
It's a wonder as you miss the floor entirely. You just nick the tail of Bunny Rabbit down below. A couple of tufts of fur. No damage is taken, but that was close.
If we have another bunny rabbit die in this one shot, I swear to God, Rockham's got something against rabbits.
That was.
If you want to chase some tail, you could ask.
Why are you? The ogre's holding like he's drunk. He was like, Rob, what are you doing with your neck, man? Okay, so Goose, you did an attack.
The ceilings are
paper tall
over here,
ceilings.
man. Ceilings are not designed for an
me
ogre.
too. Also, I'm like this as well. I have to stand like this. Also,
Finch is like, what are you doing? You're fine. Like,
it's right there.
I could
you
pop
know,
a
I don't
squat
wanna-
instead. I
it's
just sit in a squat instead.
it's not even close. She's like, anyway, what? So you do your attack action. You miss.
Yeah, miss. I'm gonna run up to the door. Finch is near the door, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna run up to her and I'm gonna be like, "Can I use a object interaction to open the door?"
Yes, you can. There are sigils on the door. You know that she has a stone that is like a dispelling stone that she's looking to use here in a second. But it has 1 charge, but there are 2 sigils in front of you.
Okay.
But you could try to open the door, absolutely.
I'm gonna let her use the stone, and then, but I'm gonna run up to her. I'm gonna like brace myself, ready to like burst open the door, and be like, "All right, things are getting a little messy. Not gonna lie. Blue Jay might have it under control. We can bounce. We can go."
She looks to you, and echoing your words from just a moment ago, "We're right here. Why would we leave now? Come on, let's do this."
All right, blow it up.
Okay. Swan, it's your turn.
She left me hanging
Okay.
It's not her turn, so
Right,
you gotta,
Rocket, yeah,
ready
she's
your
seems
action to
story.
blow it up.
handle
Ready your
think
action to
Rocket
blow it
moves
up, and then
Sora.
on their turn they can.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's the predator
Mechanically, it's
handshake.
very
But yeah,
difficult.
so Swan, what are you doing?
Swan's going to look down at the others, look over where Blue Jay is, and
Yeah.
is going to give us like a nod towards those guys, essentially just communicating, keep going, I'll hold the back here.
Okay.
He's going to take out the great sword, which is hewn from wood. I forgot to say that detail before. Carved it himself, and I'm going to hold my action for anyone that comes up. I will attack.
Okay. What's playing in the background now is Epic Sax Guy, right? Obviously. I wish I could play it and
Yeah,
not get
100%.
DMC'd, but... All right, Swan, you're holding your action. Seraphina will use the stone that she has. She will lay it on the door, and you watch as the right sigil fades. The stone emits like these embers. There's a burn mark in her hand. She's like, "All right, that one should be safe to open." She looks to you, Goose. Ready? 1, 2, and she'll fling the door open. I need you, and I need Seraphina to make dexterity saving throws, please.
It's my
It's
speciality,
alright,
so
we know
that's
that
fine.
you survive it.
I have I have an 18.
Nice. 14. As you walk in, the burst of magic that hits in the air, you watch as both of you kind of slow down for a moment, beginning to almost freeze as the ice, but you push through that thin layer of ice, and you are inside of the attic proper. You see a chest, a number of shelves, a desk in the background, another shelf on the side, a chair, very plush, a carpet on the ground that looks like it has imprints from knees, perhaps a prayer site or a prayer carpet. You're not exactly sure. It's not the cleanest place, but it's somewhat organized. Seraphina looks and she says, "I don't know where. There's a lot to look through."
Just start rifling.
Okay, Pelican. At the end of Seraphina's turn, you hear the doors at the bottom open, and the two guards make their way in, having been called by the previous one. They are now
Alright.
in the house, and you can see them. What do you want to do?
Where am I in relation to them?
You are the top of or at the bottom of the spiral staircase, looking down from you're in the foyer. You can see directly down on them.
Directly down on them. So if I was theoretically gonna like jump over a balcony or something, I could hit them or what? Paint me
Theoretically,
a word picture. I can't see the map.
yes, that is correct. That's exactly what we have.
All right. Well, they're
Also
coming
leap
in.
off the
That's a
balcony.
problem for my. Yeah, that's a problem for my friends. So there's only one thing that makes sense to this drunk brain. I gotta slow these guards down. Yeah. So, is there a balcony? Is there a banister?
Yeah,
Something?
there's a set of stairs that go up to this fourth floor. You can see the banister, and directly down past the chandelier that's kind of in your way a little bit, you see the two guards kind of step into the foyer down below. And it's like a
Right.
30-foot
I
drop,
wanna-
maybe 30 foot drop on
I
them.
want to swing on the
I
chandelier.
can handle it. I wanna swing from the chandelier.
There it is.
I'm gonna tear off one of the banisters, so I've got something to hit him with, and then I'm gonna leap over and grab the chandelier and just swing and land on top of him. That's my intention. Let's see how it goes in my drunk brain.
Yeah, yes.
Make an acrobatics check first to see, or athletics. I'll let you choose as you jump first on the enormous chandelier that's there.
A drunk person.
All right, so I got a
absolutely thinks they can pull this off.
I got a natural 19. So how it goes in my brain is the higher of the two numbers, right? So how it goes in my brain is a 24, and then how it goes with disadvantage for being drunk is a 13. A 12.
You land on the chandelier, and you're coming in like a wrecking ball. Sadly for you. So good news, bad news. Good news, you made the jump. Bad news, the chandelier is not made to hold that kind of weight. And instantly, the rope that Goose missed snaps, and you go careening
We did it,
down.
Goose.
I loosened it
I mean,
as you fall.
all roads lead to Rome, right? It's what I wanted.
I need you to please make a
You're on the
dexterity on the dexterity saving throws. The
Right.
chandelier falls from the sky.
All right, dexterity saving throw, yeah.
Yep.
Only a first level barbarian, so don't have danger sense yet. All right, so how that goes in my brain is a 10, and how it goes in reality is a 6.
Perfect. As you fall down, the chandelier breaks into 1,000 pieces. The guards down below. All right, dex saving throw number 1.
But as I fall,
Ooh.
there's like it goes into slow motion, and this rock piano music starts, and I start to rage out. So falling. And
Nice.
it's just this like heavy metal piano music raging in my head.
As you
Yeah,
fall down
perfect.
from the sky, you watch the guards come and poof, the oh shit, because it's a PG-13 movie. They cut out the last bit of that word. The chandelier, one of them gets one of them manages to just get out of the way with a 19 dex saving throw. The other one
Nice.
eats the entirety of the chandelier plus an half ogre on top of it. So you suffer. It's gonna be half because you're raging. You suffer 6 halves, so you take 3 points of damage, which is really not that bad. The guy takes 2d6 damage from just the chandelier. On top of that, your weight, which we're gonna see is a d10, because you're not the lightest dude. And on top of that, so and you're traveling. Okay, so roll 46 and a d10 for me.
All right, 46 and a d10. Here we go. I've got them all at hand because I'm a professional. All right, so that's a 10 on the 10, and then
Hey.
a 5 and another 5. That's
Holy
another 10. So 23.
The guard literally turns into a flattened pancake. Like instantly, you hear the. This has gotten bloody very quickly. And to I know that I'll address chat. This is a 1980s PG-13 movie, which we could do a whole lot more. But you know what I'm saying?
You're
This
lucky
is
so much.
there's one scene you can see boobs and it's okay, and it's still PG-13.
Yeah, totally.
It was wild back then.
It was wild, dude. Good old days.
They bred them stronger back in the day. When 13
And they were taller. Kids back then were taller. Now they're shorter. We established this.
And drunk.
And they were drunk. That's it. We had drunk kids. You did fail your dex saving throw, though, Rob. So you do take half damage, and you are you're prone as you land. Poof, you haven't even used your action yet. You've used your bonus action, and you've leapt. So you
Raged
land
and
down
jumped.
below in a scatter of like glass and candles that are slowly burning. What do you want to do?
Who's around?
One guard is immediately outside the door, and beneath you can hear the crunch of bones as well. There's not much of a guard left but beneath you.
All right, well, I'm going to stumble to my feet, and I'm assuming I have no movement after jumping and then climbing to my feet again.
You kind of jumped.
So I'm gonna
You have
use my-
5 feet of movement left, I'll say.
I'm going to move
enough.
slightly closer to the one that I can, and then if I'm still not within range, I'm just going to lob the banister piece in his face.
You are, sadly for Kevin, you are within range.
Another Kevin.
Just
Kevin.
down on top.
Wait, no one likes
Yeah.
him. That's fine.
Nobody likes him.
This guy survived an
Alright.
avalanche just to be clubbed over the head by an ogre.
With a banister. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so how that goes in my head is a 13 to hit.
Okay.
And I collide right in the side of his head, and it knocks him flying. How it goes in reality is a 7.
You knock the door that you missed. You're kind of drunk enough that you think the door is him, and the door goes flying off the hinges for sure. But the guard is very much untouched. It is.
All right, that's my turn.
It's actually the upstairs guard first, and then it's gonna be. So this one is being choked by herring-on thighs.
Yep.
He's not sure if he wants to stop or not, but he's gonna do his best to break the grapple. So make a contested roll. You can use your acrobatics. He'll use his athletics.
I have a good strength too.
Oh, it's, all right.
I
Use
can
whatever
use
one you
acrobatics.
acrobatics or athletics, whichever one. Oh my God, natural 3. Okay.
Oh,
It's your favorite game,
I
Favorite game.
I rolled a 3 as well, but
Okay.
I have +5.
He has +4. He is not able to break away as he's like, it smells like, and you watch.
Lavender.
Choose your words carefully.
He will try one desperate attempt with his multi-attack to do one more time. A natural 20.
To get out of the grapple?
Yeah, make another contested check.
Ooh.
Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20, natural
He-
20.
a 19
Here we
or
go.
20, it's good enough.
Nah.
Nah.
No. He gets out.
Okay, he breaks and fresh air. And as he stands there, he will have you in his. You're still like kind of around him, and he's dangling you over the banister. But that's the end of his turn.
Hot.
Kevin down below sees the enormous half ogre. And he's going to just attack you with a 7. That's a miss. What's your AC actually? Well, that's a total of 11.
More than 7.
Okay, so in second attack,
11, let's see, yeah, 13.
16 then will hit.
Will hit.
You're raging. You take, oh my goodness, 4 half. You take 2 points of damage. Blue Jay, it is your turn. You're being dangled off the side of the banister by this guard.
Yeah, cool.
What do you want to do?
I would like to wrap my arms around the banister,
Mm-hmm.
arch my back over the beam, and then use my legs and kick him in the face.
Okay, absolutely. Make an attack roll. And he's like,
Okay.
does it have to be always arching backs? Like, this is inappropriate.
Like, I'm
It's a
just
good
doing my
price
job.
position. It's a good price for the kicking. Okay, that is a 15 for the first one.
15 hits. That's his armor class.
Okay, and the bonus action is a 16. So that's
2 hits.
beneficial. Okay, so he takes 3 plus 3, 6, and then 2 plus 3, 5. So 11 points of damage.
Nice. You watch as he's starting to see stars. He lets go of you, backing up. You're attached to the banister. He stumbles back from you, shaking his head, looking. Was there 3 rabbits now? There was just 1 a second ago. He's seeing stars. Is there anything else you want to do, Blue? Do you have your movement left?
How far did he stumble back from me?
It's like 3 feet.
Okay, so he's still within attack range.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like drop down off the banister in front of him, like looking up from my medium height to his, and just fists out, ready to kick his ass.
Fists out. Nice. Perfect. Phrasing. Goose, you are in front
me.
of the attic. Finch is immediately beside you, looking around. Give me a perception check to start.
I'm so good at those. 12.
There's a chest in front of you, but what really draws your eye is in the back of the room. There is a what would they call them? A vanity with a mirror that's in it. There is a chair that's parked directly in front of it, and sitting on this vanity in front of this mirror, looks like a decrepit hand, and in the palm of this hand, sitting, is a singular ring.
Goose, like, looks at
Leave
the
it, I reckon.
chest, looks at this ring, and is kind of like drawn towards it, steps towards it. He's like, "You see this, Finch?" He's like, "Creepy old mummy hand."
Just maybe leave that and let's just get anything else.
Yeah, but like creepy old mummy hand. It's gotta be good, right?
I mean, yeah.
Goose is gonna stalk forward. He looks. So the hand is just on the vanity.
The hand is like parked directly in front of the mirror. It doesn't look. I mean, this is a high stress situation. Later, you will revisit this memory and you'll realize this is not a human hand by any stretch of imagination, and it's very much what AJ is doing there. The hand is sort of sitting there, and there's a ring in the middle of it. You can see the long nails. Later, you'll remember that these are claws sitting there in the middle of this ring. The hand happens to have some scales as well. Also, a detail that you missed.
Same.
Could just be a really dry hand.
It's like an Indiana Jones thing, Finch, where if I just kind of. He grabs it and puts a.
Doesn't put anything in. just does that motion.
He does the motion, yeah.
Amazing.
Do you put something in it, or do you just take
Yeah,
it?
he's gonna snatch it and try and put like a guitar pick in there.
Yeah, like a Princeton
Perfect.
guitar pick. No,
Make a
Holy
dex.
God.
Make a dex
Yeah.
check, please.
That's how they knew it was us.
Yeah.
That's how they knew it was Goose. 'Cause
Is it
Minotaur
10?
eyeball.
It's
Put the
it's
Minotaur eyeball there.
crimson. He's like, I left no trace. I was the
Left
perfect
no
assassin.
trace.
Goose.
Yeah.
It was the perfect
it's
crime.
signed by Goose.
As you
It's got my
Ex-
face on it.
exchange the ring, Finch, who has kind of moved up with you to look at this. It's a little bit of a cutscene time here. She's staring at you doing this, and you watch as you put the guitar pick in its place. She's like, "Oh, that went okay." And suddenly, the hand that was holding the ring reaches out and grabs Finch. She looks to you. Hey, it's not letting me go. It's not letting me go down below and outside. And Swan, you had a held action. I'm going to come back to that in a second.
Yep.
You can hear that there are more guards. You can hear Cassandra in the back shouting for help. And you can hear that the city guards who are nearby. You have a very limited amount of time to get out of here before it all really turns to dog shit. You have the ring, Goose. Your friend is caught in this hand. What do you want to do?
I have an action left.
Yep.
Goose is gonna do. He has a singular track mind. He's got the ring. He's gonna look at the hand holding it. He's gonna. He's a kind of an idiot. He's gonna try and bite the hand off in the same way that anytime his siblings and him fought, the best way to get someone from like holding on to you,
Yeah.
sink their
Bite
teeth in, always
Teeth.
works.
Don't bite the hand that feeds.
Make an attack roll. It's
But
an
do
unarmed
bite the hand
strike.
that grapples.
Bite the hand that grapples. Fuck me, my rolls are trash and shit. That is going to be a total of a 14.
14 hits. I mean, it's not a moving hand. It's just a hand. You bite it. Roll damage for you. Roll a d4.
Plus strength, I guess. 6 points of damage.
You bite into the hand. It doesn't let go of Finch, but what you find coming out of it, if anybody's eating breakfast, I suggest, or eating anything, maybe stop eating for a second. As you bite into the hand, it's not like dry. It's it's like moist jerky, and there's this liquid that comes out of it that runs down your throat unintentionally. You swallow some. It is the foulest, most acrid tasting thing, and instantly you feel the surge of burning pain in your back, especially like somewhere in the midriff of your back, somewhere in between your shoulder blades. You suddenly you'll put it out of your mind because tonight's going to be intense and you won't have time later to fart around too much. But the sudden burning pain that runs through your back, you take... How many hit points do you have? Actually, I'm going to save myself the roll.
Well,
12? You take 11 points of necrotic damage. As you're brought down to 1 life, you find your vitality sapped. You almost faint instantly as your head kind of smacks against the desk. Finch looks at you, still being held. She looks at you in the eyes and tells you, "Run. Just go. I'll talk my way out of here. It's fine. Just
No.
go. Go."
Goose is going to use his bonus action to second wind. He gets back 6 hit points.
You've already used your bonus action to do the hand exchange.
Oh yeah. Fuck. He's going to he's looking at it. He can't leave her.
Okay.
Hey, Finch. No time for an encore.
Swan, you had held action. The guards came in. You saw your buddy jump down. Is there anything that you want to do? And then it's going to be your turn again.
Well, there was nothing really to do in that moment for the held action, so it didn't trigger, which is fine.
Okay, so then it's your turn now. You can hear behind you. You see Finch is shouting, "Go! Go!" And you watch as Goose is
Goose,
definitely...
let's move!
Goose is stuck
He's
there
trapped.
almost shell-shocked. He's
How
not
far
he's not
away
moving.
am I away from Goose?
You're within charge. Like, you'd have to double dash, but you could get to him. And you see past
Dash.
him, there are windows.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Do it.
I'm gonna
Do it.
Yeah. I don't have enough action to do it, but I'm gonna dash over. I'm just gonna grab him, not grapple him. Say, we need to get out of here now.
You dash, you get to him, he's stuck there. I'll let you do a charge. The only thing you could do if you wanted to is you could trample, charge, and then fling through the windows if you want. You know that outside in that direction is the water. Like, they're directly on the water. It's up to you, though. You don't have to. If you want to find another way out, you can.
I'm definitely gonna do it, and I'm gonna rage along the way, and I'm gonna
I'm gonna rage along the way.
Yeah, and then just like see if so only I can go out the window, or can I bring?
No, you're taking. You're like sort of spear, grabbing him and then
tackling out the window.
Tackling him. Yeah, football, rugby, or whatever it is. Sports ball him out the window. So you need to make an attack roll.
Okay, let's do it. See how we go. It's a natto 20. I'm not kidding.
Goose,
Goose is looking at Finch, and he's like, "You're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. It's gonna be no problem. I'm gonna get you out of this."
It
okay,
slows
Finch?
down. The time goes to slow motion, and you see his body moves first. His face kind of sits still. You watch the ripple. A spit flies out of his mouth. A swan kind of breaks into the picture. Shoulders first, enormous. The mutton chops, the large mustache, obviously. As you sail past out the window.
Swan dive.
And swan dive, you got ahead of it. As you swan dive out through, you hear the shattering of glass, and your consciousness on down to 1 hit point. You are knocked unconscious, Goose, as you are knocked out the window. Swan, carefully. I mean, it's kind of violent, but also he's not trying to kill you. Maybe
Would be the first.
The first person he doesn't try to kill, I guess. Swan, tell me, what does it look like when you break out the window and you're making for the water with Goose in your arms?
Smash out the window, and then I turn my body in such a way that I'm landing back first on the water to minimize the damage to our leading man, the face. I want to make sure we protect the face.
Known as a goose dive.
A goose dive. Yeah.
Swan and Goose are out of the house.
Can't make it up.
Pelican, what are you doing? You're down below, and you have a guard that's in front of you, and you can hear the noise of people starting to rush towards the home. You're in the front, and that's where you can see now from the streets people coming up.
And I got stairs somewhere that I can get back up to where I left my piano.
Immediately behind you, yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab this Kevin fella. I'm gonna say, "Hey, you know what crowd surfing is?" And then I'm gonna drag him. And I can, as my race, I can do an adrenaline rush, which means I can dash as a bonus action and get 2 temporary hit points while I do so.
Nice.
I'm going to take a dash as a bonus. I'm going to use my movement as well. I'm going to get upstairs and then turn around and throw him over the balcony just as the other guards are running in through the door.
Nice.
I'm going to throw him at them from over the balcony.
All right.
And I say, this is crowd surfing. And I'm going to throw him over.
All right. You're by now with adrenaline rush and raging. I'm going to say that the alcohol has burned out of your system.
Yeah, I think so.
With a strength check.
Incidentally, I just rolled a con save as well to see how that was going. I got a 16, so I think so too.
Perfect. So make a strength check as you yeah, let's just
Athletics, and I have advantage. Don't need the advantage. The first one's a nat 20. So in my head, how it goes is exactly how it works with a nat 20 plus 5.
Your hand is the size of his head. You palm him like a bowling ball, and you drag him upstairs.
This is why they call me Pelican, because I hold more in my hands than my belly can.
And as you get up to the floor, you have the guy with you, and the other guard. All right, so you're up there, you're waiting, and you're going to chuck him. That's fine. Blue Jay.
I'm going to throw him over the balcony at the other guards.
Perfect. And then you'll have about 10 feet of movement left. Blue Jay, the guard in front of you, is going to try, and he wants you to actually, now that he's like, he wants to grab you because he's got questions. So it's another contested grapple check. This time he's trying to grab you.
Don't they always?
That's a natural 1. So he fails. And he's going to try his multi-attack to do it again. Let's roll one more time. Okay, an 18. Total of 18.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, I rolled a nat 1.
Blue Jay, you have been
Maybe
caught.
I want to be questioned.
You have been snared in this trap. And he's like, no, it's not like this. I'm not. He looks around. No,
It's
it's
exactly
not.
what it
No,
looks like.
it's not. Nope. My hands
Go
are just.
with it.
She's got an arched back. There's only
I
one thing
enjoy
it
the
could be.
roleplay.
Kevin gets flung on the other guards. He doesn't get much of a turn. Blue Jay, you are currently captured. What do you want to do? You're grappled, and he's got you in his.
I'm gonna lean into it.
Okay.
Ask me whatever you want.
So, the only person that's left that can escape
Parrot.
is Pelican. Pelican, you've chucked the guard of the
Yeah, as soon
others.
as I throw this guy, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna adrenaline rush so I can dash again. And then on my way, am I going in my mental palace? Am I going past Blue Jay or no?
No, Blue Jay's on the other side.
On the other side, and with 60 feet of movement, I wouldn't be able to get to Blue Jay, grab her, and get out.
No, that's a big house. You could go around the banister. You could get to Blue Jay, but there would be no getting out.
All right, I shout, talk your way out, honey. You can do it. And I'm gonna run towards the window that I left my piano on instead. And then what I'm going to attempt to do with my movement is I'm going to get to the piano. I'm going to quickly just grab it on my back and then just kind of do a backflip out the window and try and land on my feet with the piano on my back.
So the piano is one floor up from you, but because you're big enough, as you step out the window, you can kind of reach it.
Oh, I can reach up then.
Yeah.
Reach up, I grab it, I yank, and then I'm gonna hop down and try and like boom, like like the opposite of a deadlift. Wait, it's coming down from above. I'm gonna try and slow the piano's fall.
This is even for you. This is
Holding a
not
piano.
easy. It's heavy. It's above.
Yeah.
When you're like replacing a light fixture or doing some work that's above. After like 5 minutes, like my God, I have weak ass shoulders. Or maybe that's just me. You're like, I'm sweating and I've been working for 5 minutes. Anyway, as you reach up to get the piano, it's a DC 16 strength check. Let me see if you do it, and you have advantage because you're raging.
Yeah, I'm raging, so I got a +5 to this with advantage. So that is another net 20. when I'm how it goes in my head. Here we go. But even better than I expected.
With this, you grab it. It falls on your back. You have the piano. There are guards starting to come in, but they don't see you on this side of the house yet. The fastest way down right now would be jumping.
Oh, I'm jumping for sure.
Make a one final athletics as you land with the enormous piano on your back. The ground rumbles
Alright, I
and
think
shakes.
I think because I didn't make an attack roll with putting that on my back, I'm probably no longer raging. Which is good, because I mean that's fine. A natural Bowser for a 24.
You land on the ground. You have the piano on your back. And
Not
as
taking any fall damage, I'm happy to. I'm still got fucking millions.
you're fine. Pelican, Swan, Goose. The
Stop
three of
running.
you make it out. Safe and sound, you manage to, Swan, you swim out. You're avoiding most notice with Goose in hand. You return back to your safe house. Where do you take him? Do you go back to the brass scrap to see how the competition's going? Do you go to the stables? Do you go to the room until you go to Seraphina's apartment? Where are you going?
Where we going, Swan?
Is it who's not here? Is it just like you?
Blue
and-
Jay?
Me and you, hon.
Blue Jay's
Me and
here?
you, bud.
Okay.
No, Blue Jay got captured. She'll talk her
Captured.
way out of it.
Finch, okay.
Where we going?
Let's go back to the competition. We got to see if we won.
Competition? Yeah.
Yeah.
See if we won, right? And then the smell of the alcohol will wake him up. Somebody there will know how to deal with what. Is he okay? Oh, he don't look too good.
Breathing.
All right.
Goose,
Let's go.
So Blue Jay, you'll have been captured, and we'll figure out what happened to Blue Jay in the future or in the past. I will say this. Finch
Can I
didn't-
roll to seduce?
You can. You can absolutely roll to
I just
seduce.
wanna see if I
After
get out
you've
of
had
it.
your thighs around his face? It's usually the
Yeah.
other way around.
Make
None
it.
of my books.
Go for it. Absolutely.
Okay. Persuasion.
Yes.
17.
Let me roll for the guard. His name will be Bertrand.
Eric.
He's very very posh name.
Eric?
Bertrand rolls a 7. Eventually, later that night, he apologizes to you for the misunderstanding. Obviously, there was
It's
a
okay. It happens all the time. Just don't forget me.
he will, we'll figure what happens exactly later. But when you arrive back to the brass crab, Goose, you're awakened with a splash of water. You feel terrible. Everything hurts. Your back is burning. There's music around you. The winning band, sadly, was not you. You were called for an encore to compete, but you weren't there. And because of that, the band that won is the song that we sang that was terrible, and they're doing an encore. Tell me where, it's just down this way. And they're like, this is terrible. But people are enjoying it. I just want to hear you say, Vogler is this way. And people are like, woo, Vogler, he said the name.
Yeah.
He said the name.
Yeah, everybody's opinions changed on it now that they're a few more drinks deep.
Yeah.
That's basically it. He said, Vogler, woo, I feel so seen like never before in my life.
I'm like, I'm too sober for this, and I'll go to the bar immediately.
Goose, Finch is stuck in that house. You don't know what's happened to her or what's likely to happen to her. It's going to consume some of your time and memory. But Goose, as we close out here on this prequel, tell me, what is Goose thinking?
Swan, Pelican. Is Blue Jay there?
Blue Jay's not there yet. Blue Jay will eventually
Do I
make
spend
it.
the night with the guy?
He invites you to hang out if you want to hang out. He's down to hang.
Hang out.
I've got to go, but it's been a lovely time.
Can I get your number or something?
Just call, just do a whistle on the wind, and I shall be there.
He immediately starts whistling.
They all do. I go back to.
He can't whistle though, so it's hoo hoo hoo. It's not working.
I go back to the bar if I can. I don't think
blow.
Blue Jay would have done what she did if she knew that Finch was captured. But
Yeah.
so if she does go back, she'll be like, "Where is Finch?"
All right, you arrive as Goose is there. Yeah, Goose, what's up? What are you doing?
You see, Goose is is tattered, not only physically but mentally. Like he's pulling himself together barely. He's like, "All right, guys, it's fine. Finch got caught. We're just gonna do another job. All right, we're gonna break back in. They won't expect it. They won't expect us twice. All right, we'll do the same thing. We'll case the joint. We'll just do another game. We'll just do another play. All right, another con.
No,
And
man.
we'll
You don't do the same job twice.
We have to. Pelican, we gotta. Finch is in there. We just run it again. All right, we run it again. I promise. Hey, Swan, what did I say, man? It's gonna go fine. It's gonna go great. All right. This is just a minor setback.
Swan?
Keep her there. They're gonna take her
Pelican?
to jail, man.
Swan, Pelican, and Blue Jay. This is it, man. This was your chance for a big break. You would have won.
We could have won if we'd have just stayed here, man. But your harebrained scheming and all that, like, what'd you even get for it? We could have just stayed here and played music and won.
Yeah, Swan's gonna chime in and say, I agreed to all that other stuff, even with my colored past. If the music came first, and you chose the job over the music, and we lost.
Just one more play. Just one more.
Your play got Finch captured. I have a better idea. I do not need you to get her back.
You watch as one of the nearby bands, is hearing, and the lead singer for Guns and Rosemary comes to you and says, "Hey, listen, we're looking for a new lutist. If you're, I've heard you play. You play a meet." And he's talking to you, Blue Jay.
It's good. That was me. Yeah.
He just.
I am in between offers right now. Do you have a card?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. We're very professional. We have a gig lined up next week in Calaman. It's not close to here. It's not super far, but it's a paying gig. We're working professionals.
I'll think about it.
For you, Swan, there's a band that arrives. It is the where is it? But the Iron Maiden of the Forge, the bunch of dwarves who want like a really burly guy, you seem to fit their vibe. Right, we've been looking for someone, not just your size, to protect the band, but also, we've heard you play the saxophone. It's really good. Are you down to, like, play some slightly heavier music than you've been playing? We call it, a music with rocks in it.
The eyebrow goes up.
Follow me to the orifice.
Yes. That's all he says.
Wow.
And finally...
You know what? I don't fucking need any of yous. I never needed any of you. I can do this shit on my own. I don't need anyone. I'm out. The Goose, the front man, is out. All right, I quit. All right, I quit.
I was still. I guess I'm all that's left of Crin Sin, and I wasn't going nowhere. I guess
I also
can be a
did not
solo
take an
pianist.
offer, but okay.
The
You can
Goose
have
is
fun.
like
You can have
he's
fun with the
falling
pianist.
apart. Like his mind is broke.
There's a little slip, Goose, in your shout and your despair. Two things come to mind. One, involuntarily, a sound that hasn't escaped your lips in a really long time, but you've not been this upset in a very long time. The lightest hint of a little honk cry escapes your lips. You thought you were well over this. And two, your mind goes to the only person, though you're going to be deep in the drink tonight, there's really only one person that maybe would be willing to help you. And you hate the idea of dealing with it. And after a week-long bender, you will be found in the outskirts of your home farm, severely drunk beneath a pile of logs and dirt, with a wolf sniffing at you, and your brother Ollie, and your sister Juniper Rose, staring at you in deep disappointment. And that is where we'll leave it. And we tied it right back to the beginning. Nice! Well done! Tell me, I just want to know what happens to Pelican. Pelican, you have bands that come at you and offer you. There's Van Halfling that wants to work with you. There's the Blacks, anyway, other bands that want to talk. I have a pile of them, and I don't want to put you through the hassle of listening to me.
I just need to draw attention. Did you just say one of them was called the Blacks?
No, the Black Saboteurs. I didn't finish the sentence.
There we go. I was like, that's an
Important
interesting
to finish
one.
that one.
Yeah.
Just slide in there at the end, Rackham.
The Black Saboteurs, sorry, the Black Saboteurs are a bunch of Duergar who are wanting to work with you. There's Null Direction also, maybe somebody. But
Null Direction.
Yeah,
No.
so there's
Nice.
a...
I don't know what Rob has in mind, but if Goose left Crin Sin is still available.
It is.
Yeah,
Blue Jay didn't
I reckon
take the
Crince-
gig, so
He's
I
gonna
reckon-
find,
I reckon
he's
we
gonna
carried on
find
with
like
Princeton.
the posters up and be like,
yeah, it's a different band. It's like Crin Sin with
Yeah,
a
I
new
reckon we
frontman.
started
like-
with Crimson a while, and then like it's been changed. Like we've altered the name of it or something.
Is it the Crimson,
we're
so you
still
don't owe copyright? Basically,
The
you've changed.
Crimson.
That's it. You've changed
Crin
it.
Sin?
Crin
Sinner?
Sinners.
Crin Sinners?
Crin Sinners.
Crin Sins is a like we're doing
Crin
sin.
With a Z.
Just add an
It's
S.
like a Z because it's edgy because it's
Yeah,
extreme. Yeah, we're just basically Doritos and just extreme to it. Perfect. So, Rob, or Pelican, Blue Jay, do you guys maintain Crin Sinners and move on, or do you form a new
I
band?
reckon.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Swan, do you change your mind, or do you stay with them, or do you go with Iron Maiden of the Forge?
I think goes with Iron Maiden and the Forge, doesn't work out. Doesn't like the music and the jam, and then just goes on to be a sax man, and just like
solo artist.
sax man.
Solo
Solo
sax
sax
man.
man. Murderer
Roaming
on
the
side.
land.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Changes the name to, yeah, exactly.
At the end of this prequel, that's it. That's the fade out music. It's just what's it called? I forget the name of it.
I feel like
Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper. That's the one.
Blue Jay followed
Careless
up with
Whisper.
that guard
Yeah,
from
nice.
the Gerber's house to try and get Finch back, and that's what.
That's it. That fade to black on that scene. Well, guys, gals, non-binary pals, I hope you guys had a great time. Why don't we go around the table one more time? saying where we can find us. And thank you, chat, for being here and all the follows and stuff and the raids. But we're going to start. Who did we end with last time? I think it was Blue Jay. So, Blue Jay, why don't we start with you?
Hello. Tonight I played Blue Jay, but you can usually find me here on Wednesdays playing Cory. And I am AJ Winters. I am a professional dungeon master and world builder from Winter's Tales. I'm currently on holiday, but I go back to Perth next week. And then there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out on the channel as of like late June. So keep an eye out. But right now, I'm taking a break, guys.
Enjoy the break. Enjoy it. And enjoy the food. I know you're in a place of culinary deliciousness. We have Goose, this was his prequel. So chat, just a reminder before I'm going to interrupt. I say, Zach, go ahead, but then I interrupt him right away. I'm so rude. This prequel was brought to you because you guys, we had a fundraiser goal of like, I don't remember if it was $100 or $120 USD. And we got there, and that allows us to like do some prep or get away, and so this was the Goose prequel. We've done Goose, we've done the twins, right? We did them at school.
That was a special birthday one, right?
It was the birthday one. That's
one?
right.
Yeah.
Where there's more to do with the twins. We have possibly Ollie and Juniper as well in the back, so we'll probably start that fundraiser again for the next prequel. But this was all about Goose and how he got where he got, and his story with Finch and how she got captured. But Goose, where can we find you? Who are you?
Zach Speaks Giant is my internet name. You can find me on a YouTube channel, on a TikTok, I also stream Mondays and Tuesdays. I share silly D&D stories and my own silly thoughts as well. Check me out on the internet with your face.
With your face. Nice. Well done.
We're all delirious.
Dread. Yeah, this felt like a fever dream. Dread, where can we find you? Dread, a GM. Call him fool. What's going on? Who are you? Where can we find you?
You can find me wherever you can type in Dreaded GM. I am,
OnlyFans?
I guess, they say, wait, what?
You said wherever I could type your name. I'm pretty sure I could.
Try DOS. I'm actually in your system.
Oh damn!
Damn. If you wanna find what I do, you can find me mostly on Twitch and YouTube, where I'm slowly building my content. I'm what they call a professional game master. I like to do silly voices. I like to act and have fun and just share this wonderful hobby with as many people as possible. I usually play Ollie, the younger brother of the Hartmann family, who has only just recently come back from a demiplane / Fae. It's pretty interesting. You should watch the previous episodes. They're dope. And I'm very excited to be here. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you around.
Awesome. Thanks. And last but not least, Robert Hartley, GM, a.k.a. Pelican.
Pelican is this guy, but I feel like a transformation's coming. Oh my goodness! It's no longer Pelican.
It was Rob all along.
This guy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! If it weren't for these meddling kids.
Meddling kids. Yeah, I went Scooby-Doo as well. I was like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, right.
It does look a little.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
It's just a more piratey version of Fred.
Yeah.
I'm Robert Hartley, GM. I'm a stripper.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we. What's the terms of service on Twitch? Male nipples are all right?
No sponsorship more than 3%, but male nipples are fine. Go ahead.
Jesus.
I'm Robert Hartley, GM. I am a professional full-time dungeon master, TTRPG player, and nerd. You can find me all over the internet at Robert Hartley, GM, where I do Dungeons and Dragons related content. And I'm also the GM for a comedy group called Viva la Dirt League, and I have my own podcast now, which has just started. And I'm very excited about it. So check it out. Everywhere you can type in Robert Hartley. Stolen your thing.
Nice. Thank you guys so much for coming and playing with me. This is Markham GM Workshop. We are doing Dragonlance on Wednesday mornings, Eastern Standard Time. We'll soon be starting at the end of June, maybe early July, a new homebrew campaign with some wonderful players that are solidifying. And I think I nabbed a fifth one. I'm very excited about it. So Zach will be playing in that game as well, and that'll be morning for him. So it's a lot of me for you. I'm sorry that you have to deal with my shit for 2 days or 2 sessions in a row.
It's going to be awful.
It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be a level 11 campaign. It's gonna be a short series of 6 to 8 episodes. It's gonna be very intense, and we're gonna go. I'm excited. I haven't revealed the name or any of the stuff yet because we haven't done our session 0 yet. But we're planning, and it's gonna be a great time. Otherwise, that's it. We do chat plays D&D. We do a bunch of other stuff on the channel, and we hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. I'm very excited. Thank you for those of you. I know it's not for some of you. It's like, oh my god, I have like 12 silver play buttons and gold play buttons. But you know,
I just want to say.
I don't know, but I'm just happy with our 500, halfway to the $1,000 line. $1,000 subscriber line. What, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm done vamping. I don't know where we're gonna go, but thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna. I don't think there's anybody streaming that you guys want to recommend. Last time we asked Zach. This time we can ask any of you, anyone on that we can send the love to.
I will go find a recommendation, but I just remembered I got nominated for best NPC from Winter's Tales for the Crit Awards.
Nice.
So if you could go find the Crit Awards on Twitter and go vote for Winter's Tales for best NPC, that'd be really cool.
Better than any of my thousands of Kevins? Are you serious?
Yeah, I got it. Yes, apparently.
There's a bunch of people on the voted for all sorts of different nominated for all sorts of different categories, so you might recognize other names that you recognize too.
Yeah, like Dead Aussie Gamer, Careful
Oh.
Cantrip.
Cool. I should check it out.
Go vote.
Put the link and then we'll put it in on the YouTube and stuff and Discord.
Yes, we'll do.
Anyone? Otherwise, we're just gonna say bye. Lyrical isn't on today, so I'm not sure.
No, D20 Deathmatch is doing a rerun.
Yeah, them and Robert's rerun in this time of day.
My internet's not reliable right now, so I don't want to open up Twitch and.
Perfect. That's fine.
Mike's on. Mike Moons.
Yes. What is he doing?
Yeah, they're doing Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, cool. Let's head that way. Chat, stick around for the raid. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you next time. Zach, do the thing.
Goodbye forever. See you later.